Good evening, Southeastern North Carolina. Welcome to week 9 of high school football, and football weather is finally here. Tonight we are in Vinegar Hill, North Carolina, just north of Tabor City. Civitan Stadium, home of South Columbus. The Stallions are hosting St. Paul's tonight, and it is homecoming night here at South Columbus. It's a big game tonight. 6-2 South Columbus taking on 6-2 St. Paul's. A lot of the division, big numbers at stake here tonight, to say the least. Whiteville and South Columbus are undefeated in the conference. St. Paul's has one loss to Whiteville. So this will be a big game for Whiteville to stay, South Columbus to stay up with Whiteville. St. Paul's needs it to get back in. We are getting ready here as the GROTC has the flags. As you can hear the pledge or the National Star Spangled Banner here in the background. Marching band is on the field, and St. Paul's captains are on their side, awaiting the end of the Star Spangled Banner. Captains tonight for St. Paul's, number 76, Sharon Jones. Marching band will get ready to head off the field as the captains for St. Paul's, number 76, Sharon Jones, and number 82, Jerkees McCullum, are awaiting the coin flip. We have a full crew in the house with us tonight. Quite a few students from Columbus Career and College Academy are with us. We've got help from the college tonight. Kelly Jones and I will be here in the broadcasting booth. Down on the field right now on camera 1 is Kelsey Batten. We have Angel Garcia. On camera 2 upstairs, we've got Morgan Brown. Camera 3 on the field, Sam Jones, Caitlin Souls, Tyka Meerite. Inside with us is Chiquithia King. And I know we've got a few more floating around. Ethan Jacobs, I know, is here. And there's one other, Sam Todd is here with the college. So we will be bringing this to you here as we are waiting on the coin flip. South Columbus has made it out to the field. Number 5, Reggie Frink. Number 32, Deshaun Daniels. Number 3, Samuel Dixon Jr. And number 58, Gage McPherson. So the referees are talking over to the captains as they're getting ready to flip the coin for this half. St. Paul's is up in the north end zone, and South Columbus in the south end zone. The marching band has lined the field, waiting their stallions to come on. Referees still going over some ground rules with the players right there on the 50. And we will await kickoff here. It's probably 30 seconds or so away. South Columbus has won the coin toss, and they are going to receive. They will go south to north, as St. Paul's will go north to south. 15 seconds left here as we're getting ready to see the teams take the field to get on this highly anticipated game tonight. We should have a good battle. Should be high scoring, and you just never know what you're going to see in high school football action. So here comes the St. Paul Bulldogs coming through their cheerleaders, getting ready to take their side of the field. Here comes the Stallion mascot riding around in a convertible tonight. Is homecoming. There'll be all the stops pulled out tonight.
Do you reckon that's a Mustang, Rod?
That's a pretty good one there.
I've been working on it all day.
We will go with that one.
Okay, don't expect any more.
The cannon is gone, and here comes your Stallions as they take the field. As we just seconds away from kickoff. South Columbus comes in with a 6-game winning streak. St. Paul's a 2-game winning streak. As you said, both 6-2. A needed win on both sides to keep the conference hopes alive on both ends. If South would lose, Whiteville wins tonight. They're alone atop the 3A or the Three Rivers Conference. If St. Paul's would lose or win tonight, then that puts them tied for South Columbus with one loss and would give them the head-to-head win. And then a loss by Whiteville, we would have a big decision when 2 weeks South Columbus and Whiteville faces each other. But South Columbus has taken the field. St. Paul's is already out there. The kicker is getting set up. The kicker for St. Paul's is number 12, Gustavo Rosas. And step back deep for South Columbus. Looks to be, and it is, number 4, Khalil Souls.
Onside kick. And St. Paul's has it.
Did that one go? And
St. Paul's has it. It's 10 yards, and I believe it is St. Paul's football. Starting the game out with an onside kick. How about that? How about that, Trey Sasser?
Yeah, there's
head coach.
There is going to be a lot of excitement, a lot of hype, and a lot of tricks pulled out of the bag tonight. So St. Paul's is going to take over.
Starting the game off with an onside kick. Wow. This is going to be a good game. I can tell you the first play was already great.
This one will be. St. Paul's has recovered. It's on the Stallion 46. It's 1st and 10, and 2 seconds are gone here in the first quarter, but we've already had a possession change on the first play. So let's see what number 5 can do.
Stoppage of play. It looks like we have a little equipment malfeasance.
St. Paul's quarterback is number 5, Malik Livingston, and he will start off in the gun.
He trips right, and they're going to try to throw it across the middle of the field. He's got a man open and broken up. What a big-time play there by Sammy Dixon. Nice coverage there, and he was open, and Dixon closed the gap right away.
Got that left hand in, knocked that one away, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Oh, we got a flag down on the play. And we're discussing. I think he's going to, well, they're playing with the flag. Looks like personal foul. Well.
So 2nd and 10 now goes to 1st and 20 as the holding called on St. Paul's, and that takes the ball back to their 46-yard line.
And looks like now we're going to see, and out of the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield in spread formation, 3 wide receivers, and set quick pitch over to the left side there. And a little on the play, but not much there. Right side of the Stallion defense coming up big. Looked like that's going to be led on that play by number 58, Gage McPherson.
So the 3-yard gain on the play was by number 6, Charles Walters. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 17. So we will, the Bulldogs come out with a big pass on 1st down, get a holding penalty, and then run it on the next play. So,
and a single back set this time, trips to the far side of the field, 4 receivers in the set. And there's your wheel route, just about, Rod.
There's
a little
number 34.
Flare out into the flats, number 34, and he's going to get close to the original line of scrimmage.
So that was Damian McMillan catching that.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of coaches like to do out of that formation is run everybody down the field and throw it just a little flare to the running back out of the backfield. 3rd and long.
Yep, so here's 3rd and 8. St. Paul's waiting for the call to be brought back in.
We're going to have trips to the left side this time and spread right, so 4 wide receivers in the formation. Stallions look like they're playing a man-to-man at this point. And there's a quick slant up the middle, and it is complete.
That's number 6, Charles Walters, all the way to the 34, and that'll be good for a 1st down, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, Jeffrey Daniels on the coverage. That was a nice little quick slant, the old Steve Largent quick slant that he made his Hall of Fame career off of. Slot back there on the trip side, just cut inside and throw is right on target.
So 1st and 10, 10 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter. St. Paul's has the ball, and they're on the Stallions 34. Handoff to number 34. That is Damian McMillan.
He is buried, and we're going to give a call there to Perry Keene with the stop.
So that's good for 2, and we'll be looking at 2nd and 8 here with 10 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. It is scoreless here at Civitan Stadium, 0-0. St. Paul's has the ball after an onside kick to start the game.
Okay, spread formation. There's another pass, and that's going to be intercepted.
Samuel Dixon picks it off on the 25. 2 men to beat. Can he get him? They're gaining. Can he get him? Cuts back. 21 has him, but a great run back. Run down by number 21, Tim Billinger. But Samuel Dixon gets a jump on it, and he gets it all the way to the 13-yard line of St. Paul's. Huge interception play on the on that pass play.
Tip drill, and one thing about the quick slant, and I think every quarterback coach will tell you that quick slant has to be low. It has to be in on the body. That one got away from Livingston there, and receiver couldn't handle it, and big turnover. That's a quick handoff there. Looks like to Dixon, and he is going nowhere.
South Columbus gets it back on an interception, runs the play 1st down, and gets it's good for 2. So we will have 2nd and 8 from the I guess that was going to be about on the 11-yard line. So Hammond pitches back to Daniels.
Daniels has a seam.
There he
cuts
goes.
up, and
the ball's loose. The ball is out, and St. Paul's is on it, I believe.
Well, it looks like, do we have a turnover?
I saw the ball pop out. I haven't seen the officials.
That is a big-time turnover for the Bulldogs.
And there's the signal.
It is. And that is – so we've had 2 turnovers here in the space of 3 minutes.
Yeah, so we've seen an onside kick, an interception, and a fumble all within 3 minutes.
Yeah, and it's cold tonight. It's right around 50 degrees. And these players have not played in temperatures like this. And it does take some compensation when you're carrying the football to ensure that, you've got a firm handle on it. And here we are in trips and spread here on the 1 yard line.
It's a dangerous place to be.
Quarterback is under center. Just a dive to number 34 there, Damian McMillan, and he goes nowhere.
So he might get a yard, maybe, if that, and that's going to be second down.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 9, and you do not want to be in the shadow of your own goalpost here with that Stallion defense.
So we will see, I believe we'll see Livingston go back up, and he goes back up under center for 2nd and 9.
And another dive, and that gives him a little breathing room, maybe out to the 7.
So he was able to bounce off. He bounced right off to the right of tackle and gets it up for about 5 yards. So we should have about 3rd down in about 3rd and 4 here with 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The score is 0-0. St. Paul's is way down in their own territory. Enough room for Livingston to go back in the gun as he looks over the defense. Looks to get everybody situated.
Big play here. And that's a pitch. He's got a seam. And he is going to be, oh, man, that is close.
They may have to measure that one.
And this is a huge play here. Let's see if the officials are going to they're going to measure it.
Nope. First down.
Okay, that was a big play, big pickup.
So St. Paul's almost where they could step in their own end zone is able to move it out to the 11-yard line, and that'll give them 1st and 10 here with 7 minutes and 42 seconds here in the first quarter. It's 0-0. There's the fake, and that'll be Livingston calling his own number, and there's nowhere to go.
He may want to give that number back.
Right.
Play. And we've seen in the games that we've covered from tackle to tackle up front, it's just hard going there, Stallion defensive line. And you got some serious size in there, and Perry King comes to mind.
Right.
You're not going to run over him.
No, and that's going to be a loss of 1 on the play, so that's going to be 2nd and 11. With 7 minutes here remaining in the first quarter, St. Paul's has the ball, and they are on their own 11-yard line. Man
in motion, he's going to draw again. And he's getting to the outside.
And he's gonna turn the corner, and he gets free. He's got 1 to beat. Samuel Dixon's the only one left to cut, and good hit by Samuel Dixon at the 50. And Livingston's going to fall forward to the 45-yard line. So a big run there of about 45 yards before they bring him down. I guess that one will be officially 43. And that'll move the chains, and it's 1st and 10 here as time's ticking in the first quarter. 6.5 minutes. It's 1st and 10. St. Paul's ball, 0-0. So each team's going to take a minute to get set after that one. The play comes in from the St. Paul sideline. And we will see Livingston in the gun.
Yep, spread formation, just a handoff.
There goes number 6. He's loose. Number 8 takes a shot and gets him down. Good effort there by number 8, Wade Floyd, as number 6, Charles Walters, takes it down all the way to the 7-yard line. That's got to do some math in my head here.
All right, here's your test.
Yeah, that's a 38-yard gain on the play. 2 big plays back to back.
Little update for you here. Whiteville High School 7, Fairmont 0. First quarter.
I believe the Stallions may take a timeout.
South Columbus taking a timeout here. And so Bulldogs trying to score from their own 1-yard line, going on a long drive, some grinding runs, some breakaway runs. So It looks like right now Stallions have to look to do something, especially on that left side of the Bulldogs offense, try to cut off some of that outside running room. It's all about, usually it's the corner and the outside linebacker on that side. Really their responsibility is to have contained to turn everything back inside, and we've seen 2 plays now for a total of 40 yards where that just did not happen. So I'm sure that's part of the conversation.
Yeah, when you've given up, your first run was a 43-yard run, and then your second run there ends up being 38 yards. You got to take a second and regroup. Those are 2 big chunks that you just got pushed in 2 plays, and you want to tighten it up.
Yeah, so first and goal for the Bulldogs, 0-0.
We will see Livingston in the option with 34 there. And
he's going to hand off, and here we go, around the right end now.
1 man to beat.
And he's in.
And he is in. Number 6, Charles Walters takes it in for a 7-yard touchdown, and it is 6-0 here at Civitan Stadium. St. Paul's takes the early lead off of a Deshaun Daniels fumble on the 1-yard line. 99-yard play, or 99-yard over probably about 5 or 6 plays. Drive, there we go. The brain has quit. That was those set up by 2 almost 40-yard plays each, and that will get you every time when you give up those kinds of
2-point conversion contempt. Here's Livingston, and he's going to get brought down at the 5. So PAT is no good.
So with 6 minutes exactly gone in the first quarter, St. Paul's leads South Columbus 6-0, and South Columbus will get the ball back. So South got surprised with a quick onside kick to start the game, but was able to intercept a pass and run a big one back, but lost the ball on pretty well the 1-yard line, and St. Paul's takes it all the way back if you're just joining us here.
Turnovers. They'll get you every time.
They will.
And South Columbus looked like they had the momentum, then had a fumble on the 1-yard line, and St. Paul's drives it the length of the field, which I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the 99-yard touchdown drive is the longest drive of the year in the entire country by a team, because you can't get longer than that.
Yeah,
but, it's a long way.
So here we are awaiting the kickoff as number 12, Gustavo Rosas, is setting up, and we will see a second onside kick.
I don't think so, Rod.
All right,
but I've been wrong before, as in the last onside kick.
Well, they're set up to where they could possibly pull it off.
Yeah, they're over on the far right hash, and I'm sure everybody's thinking.
But I'm like you. I'm thinking he's going to kick it away.
Yeah, or a squib kick. And that's another onside kick. It's up in the air.
And I believe St.
Paul's has it again. 2 onside kicks here in the first quarter, and we're looking for a call. We are looking for a call here, and it looks like people are unfolding, and it looks like the Stallions have the ball. Okay, so, Coach Trey Sasser's Bulldogs have said, all right, we're going to try everything we can to beat you tonight, and we're going to pull out all the stops. So,
with 8 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter, it is 8-8, West Columbus and South Robinson. And now here comes number 10, Quinlan Hammond, out to the huddle, has the play from the side, and South Columbus will take over. So we will see what South dials up on their offense here as Daniels goes in motion and
pass
rolls left. And there it is, complete to number 5, Reggie Frank. Frank cuts right, left, and will be brought down about the 25-yard line. So there's a 28-yard pass play.
Nice little pass and go there.
And he was
off
wide
play
open.
Action, and froze those linebackers, and Frank went right in behind the linebackers, caught a nice little pass there by Hammond, and hey, if that's open, you got to take that.
Right. Yeah. So 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line of St. Paul's. Hammond under center, sends Frank in motion and hands off to Daniels. Daniel up the middle and gets brought down on the 14-yard line. Good for another first down on an 11-yard run. And we will move the chains and see 1st and 10 from the 14. So 2 big plays back-to-back by the Stallions as they're marching it right down the field. 5 minutes and 18 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. St. Paul's leads 6-0. Hammond sends Daniels in motion. Daniels cutting it to the right and cannot quite get around the corner, but it will be good for 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 10-yard line with just under 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Samuel Dixon comes out. Number 7, Rashad Chapman goes in. And that's Cephas McGill coming out. So Quinlan Hammond's up under center. Snaps. That one's to Deshaun Daniels. Daniels cuts through and is close. And yes, he makes it. 10-yard touchdown run by Deshaun Daniels with 4 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. It is now 6-6. And we will see, not sure, because Hammond's also the holder. And here comes Dixon. So I'm not sure if they're going for 2 or if they're going to kick the extra point.
I say you go for 2 here.
I believe they are. Yep, I know they are because there goes Dixon over to the.
Yeah, and in this formation, you've got basically a spread right, and there's Hammond's going to give it to Daniels. Daniels is going to make it.
2-point conversion is good.
That was close. Yep.
4 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. South Columbus takes their first lead of the game, 8-6. So we will see. Will we see South Columbus onside kick it to St. Paul's?
I do not think so, Rod. I do not think so. I do not think you're going to see more than 2 onside kicks in the first quarter in any level of football, up to and including Canadian football. So 2 consecutive onside kicks, 1 successful, 1 not by St. Paul's. But one thing you have to say, I mean, it takes a lot of guts to call it, but that onside kick, which was recovered by the Stallions, gave the Stallions excellent field position, and they marched down the field on a short field and scored with little difficulty.
And St. Paul's was honestly close to recovering that one.
I thought they had. They definitely had their hands on it past the 10-yard mark, but Stallions came up with it. So
here we go. Samuel Dixon has the ball set and has his men ready as he looks and gets the signal. And here to go. The ball is going to be kicked down the middle, and that one's going to get past number 8.
Inside the 10-yard line.
And
South Columbus is down there, and he gets loose and driven out of bounds.
So number 9, Lunkin Hunt, it got behind him, but he is able to get it back up to the 19-yard line before South Columbus takes him out of bounds.
And Harrison Prince, nice tackle on that play. For just a second, South Columbus lost contain, but Prince closed it in, drove the player out of bounds. Good job. So 8-6 here. Stallions leading with 4:25 left to go here in the first period.
Very fast-paced game and very energetic game. Some big plays, and this one's exciting. So here is Livingston. Looks over, looks like it was going to snap, but goes up to the center, backs back off. Got Walters to his left. He's going to throw. Looks downfield, and he's looking for number 21, but he will overthrow Tim Billinger as he is being covered by number 3, Samuel Dixon Jr. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 19. 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. South leads St. Paul's 8-6. Livingston has the call, and he is getting everybody situated. McMillan is going to be to his right, and Walters will be to his left.
An option.
That one to go to Walt. Oh, wow. That was a hit. Number 6, Walters, will be feeling that one for a little while. I don't know which Stallion, if more than one, put the hit on him, but that was a big hit. And that one will go. That'll actually be a loss of 2 on the play. And we're going to have 3rd down and 12 here. Livingston in the gun. Snap, going to drop back and pass. Going to go over the middle, going to go down number 9, and it is just over the head of Lunkin Hunt as he is being covered there by Samuel Dixon. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 13. I would say we'll see a punt here with 3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter. South has an 8-6 lead and is awaiting the ball very shortly here. So we're switching out to get some special teams on the field. South Columbus getting ready to get set. St. Paul's is set. And we are awaiting the punt here. And there is I think somebody got a hand on it. And it's going to be picked up there by Samuel Dixon on the 29. Kind of had it, then somewhat lost it, but he got it back. And South Columbus will take over. So South Columbus has the ball on their own, or I'm sorry, on the St. Paul's 27-yard line after a partial block punt. So 1st and 10, 3 minutes and 25 seconds. It is 8-6. South Columbus leads St. Paul's. All right. Hammond takes the snap, hands off up the middle. Rashad Chapman, and Chapman will get it to the 24-yard line. So that one will be, that'll be a gain of 3 on the play. Clock still moving with just about 3 minutes remaining here. 2nd and 7. Chapman comes out, Souls comes in. Hammonds breaks the huddle. Daniels will be in the backfield. Hammond up under center. Sends Cephas McGill in motion. And it's handed off to Frink. Frink breaks the tackle all the way into the end zone, 4-6. 24-yard touchdown run by Reggie Frink. And it is now 14-6 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And we will probably see a 2-point conversion. And here comes Hammond in. Souls comes out. Number 30, Nathan Zima is in. McGill comes out. And Chapman is in. All right, so it is Hammond under center. They're going to go for two-back set. Pitch to Frank or Chapman, and Chapman, second effort, will not make it. 2-point conversion is no good, and it is now 14-6 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. South Columbus adds on to their lead, and they will kick off to St. Paul's. So a couple of big plays there, but it's ended off by a 24-yard touchdown run by Reggie Frank to give the Stallions their second touchdown of the night. So 2 rough, 1 onside kick gets them, 1 fumble gets them, but the last 2 possessions the Stallions have both ended for 6. And it's 14-6. St. Paul's will await the kickoff, and we will. South Columbus has had a short fields their last 2 times. One due to a failed onside kick and another one due to a partially blocked punt. You can't cut the field short on South Columbus's offense because they will put 6 on the board almost every time on you. So here is the special teams out. Number 9, Lucan Hunt. And looks like 25, Javon Crawford back deep for St. Paul's. Samuel Dixon has everybody ready. Looks to his left and right, and here to go. The ball will be in the middle, kicked hard, and it'll be fielded by Hunt at the 10. Hunt cuts over to his right and gets it all the way up to the 23-yard line before he's taken out. So 13-yard return, and St. Paul's will take over there with 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 14-6, South Columbus leads here at homecoming night. So we will see as the special teams leaves and the offense for South comes in and the defense comes in for St. Paul's. Have a little bit of a break, but won't be long before number 5, Livingston, there in the option. Takes the snap. He's going to drop back and pass. Looks to his left and through the hands of number 6, Walters, and close to being picked off by South Columbus. It'll be 2nd and 10 on the 23-yard line with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here. The play coming in from the sideline is Livingston's making sure he's got what Coach Sasser's drawing up. He has it. He's getting his men set as South Columbus is set and is ready. To his right, Livingston checking back over one more time. We've got 34, McMillan, in the backfield with him. We've got trips on one, single receiver to the other. He's going to scramble, turns the corner and cannot, and there is a hit, late hit out of bounds on South Columbus, and that's going to move the ball 15 yards on up the field and give St. Paul's an automatic first down. Not sure who made that hit, but Livingston stepped out, and he was hit. So that'll take the ball all the way up to the 38-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. South leads St. Paul's by a score of 14-6. So we have. So that'll move it up. Okay, that'll move it up a little bit farther because the spot of the foul was on up 4 yards up the field. So 1st and 10 on the 42. Livingston in the option. Takes the snap, and he's going to roll to his right, left, and he is going to keep it and take it up to the 46-yard line. So that one will be good for 4. And it'll bring up 2nd and 6 as the clock continues to tick down with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Number 31, Carlos McClure, will come out for South Columbus. Livingston has the play. So he's got twins right, single set to the left, with a tight end in the mix. Awaits the snap. There it is. Drops back to pass. Looking for number 25. And just through the hands there of Javon Crawford. Just a little bit past him. And that one will go incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down and 6. St. Paul's has the ball on their own 46 with 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So big 3rd down here. St. Paul's going to need to convert this one. They do not want to get down too many scores to South Columbus early. South Columbus has a very explosive offense. That's going to be pitched out to number 6, Walters. Walters will not get the corner turned, and that'll be good for 3, but 3 yards short of the first down, and it'll be 4th and 3. Actually, that'll be a 2-yard gain, so it's going to be 4th and 4 on the 48-yard line. So big decision time here. St. Paul's is on their side of the field, 4th and 4 with about a minute left here in the first quarter. Let's see what we have. Looks like punt formation as number 5 Livingston is back. And there will be a timeout called by St. Paul's with 55 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. St. Paul's wants to talk this one over. So if you are So here we go. We have our 4th and 4, 55 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. St. Paul's has a big decision to make whether to punt or go for it as they have the ball on their own 48-yard line. It's homecoming night here in South Columbus. The fans, there's a good turnout here tonight. St. Paul's has brought some with them, and It's football weather finally. It's about 50 degrees, and it finally feels like football here in southeastern North Carolina. So here we go. South Columbus has come back out on the field as we will rock you plays throughout the stadium as they're waiting on St. Paul's to decide. And looks like St. Paul's is going to go for it. Livingston there in the option. And they're going to have a quick line switch. Don't think I've ever seen that before. Now they're going to go back into punt formation. And no, they're going to go for it. It's a fake. Number 9 has it. He's to the 30, to the 20, and he'll be brought down on the 10-yard line. Hunt slips out and takes it down all the way to the 14-yard line on a fake punt. And they are pulling out every trick they have tonight in the book, St. Paul's. 2 onside kicks, fake punt, and that fake punt will be good. 12. That fake punt's good for right at 40 yards on a pass play from Livingston to Hunt. So here we go, handoff. And that's Walters. And Walters will get it up to the 11-yard line. So that'll be good for 2. And it'll be 2nd and 8 here with just about 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. South Columbus leads 14-6. But St. Paul's is all the way down to the 11-yard line of South Columbus, and they are threatening to score. So here we go. We got Livingston watches the clock to see if he can get a playoff, takes the snap, looks to his right, and is thrown, and it's a fight in the end zone for the ball. And I believe, yes, number 3, Samuel Dixon Jr. comes down with it. Dixon and number 21, Tim Billinger, go up for it at the same time. Dixon had the inside. He's able to get his hand. Billinger tries to take it away from him, but he is unable to. And South Columbus comes away with a big turnover, and they will take over on their own 20-yard line. So it's 7.8 seconds remaining in this action-packed first quarter. South Columbus has the 14-6 lead, and they have the ball on their own 20-yard line. So here we go. Hammond up under center, 2-back set, and that one will be to a fake to McGill, but that one instead will go to, let's see when they get up. Not sure who got it. It was Reggie Frink, and that one will be good for 2 yards. And that one will run out the first quarter. So 1 quarter in the book. 14-6. South Columbus leads St. Paul's. And we will take just a minute or 2 break here while they switch and get going. So if you have just joined us here, it's been so busy we haven't even got to tell you. This is 89.9 FM WZCO Chadburn Radio. Or if you're online, it's www.wzco.org. We have had 2 onside kicks. One that was recovered. St. Paul's has kicked 2 onside. One recovered by St. Paul's. The next one recovered by South Columbus. We've had 2 interceptions. We've had both intercepted by Samuel Dixon. We've had a fumble recovery where Daniels fumbled on the one. St. Paul's recovered it. We've had a half-block punt. We've had some 30 to 40-yard pass plays, some run plays. It has been wild today. It's only 14-6, but we've just seen all kinds of stuff, and it's been an interesting half. I've seen things that I can't even believe. That fake punt was well, we'll just leave it at that. So here we go. South Columbus has the ball, 2nd and 7 on their own 23-yard line. This time we will see Hammonds come back in the gun, and that one will be handed off to Deshaun Daniels, but St. Paul's is ready for that one, and it will be snuffed out on the line and actually going to go down for looks like a loss of 2 on the play. So we'll be riding 3rd and 9 here with 11 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the second quarter. South Columbus leads 14-6 over St. Paul's. So South Hammonds brings the play back in as St. Paul's shifts around on defense to get ready. Hammond's going to go up under center, still running a one-back set, and that one's going to be, he's going to fake it, and he's going to roll to his right, and he's going to turn the corner to the 30, to the 35-yard line, and he'll be brought down there, but not before he can gain the first down. And he will take it to, or that one will be good for 14 yards. So big run there by Quinlan Hammond as he faked the handoff to Daniels, rolls to his right, and takes it 14 yards up the field with 11 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. South leads 14-6. St. Paul's is set on defense. Hammond has the play, comes in, is going to go up under center. Looks like Daniels behind him, and that's going to be a fake. That one will be handed off to Daniels. Daniels gets through the line and is going to take it up to the 41-yard line. And that one's going to be good for 6. So 10 minutes and 50 seconds here remaining here in the second quarter. We got a 6-yard run there by Deshaun Daniels, and it'll be 2nd and 4. As Hammond has them ready. Once again goes up under center. And we'll have Daniels in the background. Sends McGill in motion. Fake handoff to McGill. Drops back to pass. There's pressure. And he will be sacked at the 24-yard line. Don't know. There was 2 or 3 back there for St. Paul's. Don't know who actually got the sack. But that'll be a big. That's a big loss on that one, as it's going to go all the way back to the 26-yard line. And that'll be 3rd and 19 here. So here comes Hammond in with the play. McGill's going out. Dixon's in. South Columbus going to have to dial up something big here with 9 minutes and 48 seconds remaining to keep this drive alive. As Hammond there in the gun, Daniels to his left. Pass over the middle. Here comes Frink, and through the hands of Frink as he just crossed midfield, and that's going to bring up 4th and 19 with 9 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. I believe we will see a South Columbus punt that deep back in their own territory as they have the ball on their own 26. Reggie Frink is setting back in punting formation. And he is awaiting the snap here. St. Paul's is set. Dixon's ready. Calls for the ball. It's a high snap, but he gets it down. Number 3 almost gets it blocked. Caught on the 46-yard line. And there goes Walters, and it'll be brought down by Khalil Souls. Good tackle by Souls. Walters takes it up to the 43-yard line of South Columbus, but Souls is able to take him down. That was a real good play by Dixon as number 3, Jacob Louder, coming hard, almost got his hand on it. And he got it through there in time. We've got the refs talking. There might be a flag on there. There is a flag. We got a personal foul. Let me see. They've called, hang on a minute. They've called that one against, there we go. They called that against the Stallions, but that will actually go against St. Paul's. And let's see here. That would change 4th and 19 to 4th and 4, unless that's an automatic first down. No, and that will make it 4th and 4. So that changes your thought process possibly, as you now have the ball all the way up on the 41. No, they'll move that one back. Okay, here we go. That was after the play. So they're going to move that one back 15. Because that was after. All right, so 15 yards. We'll get straightened out here in a minute. So that's going to take the Bulldogs all the way back to their own 38 with a 1st and 10, because that was That took place after the punt was in the air. So 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. South leads 14-6 over St. Paul's. St. Paul's has the ball on their own 38-yard line. And Livingston is getting the play as Reggie Frank's coming over to the sideline a minute. The officials are bringing him over. Not sure what the deal is there. Coach Fonville's on the field talking to the. Okay, so Coach Jake's talking to the referees. The officials are going back out. And let's see if we've got this one situated. So I thought that one would get redone, but it doesn't. And it just gets tacked back on to St. Paul's yard. So not sure here. Still looks like there's some confusion out on the field, but looks like they're getting ready to. Looks like they're getting ready to start this one. So here we go. So 9 minutes and 30 seconds in the second quarter remaining. St. Paul's trails 14-6 to South Columbus. They have the ball on their own 38, and this one's getting ready to get back started. As Livingston's in the gun, takes the snap, drops back. He's going to run it himself. Nowhere to go, breaks tackle, cuts it to the right, and still can't get around there. And the flag is down as that one right now results in a loss of 3. And that penalty will go against St. Paul's, and that's going to move them back even farther. So 1st and 10 resulted in a 3-yard loss, and looks like there's a possibility of a block in the back against St. Paul's. And let's see how far back this one will actually move. Waiting on so it'll be a legal block, and that one will go back 10 more. So that one will take it back all the way to that one should go back to the 20, should go back to the 25. Waiting for the refs to get it set here, because they had lost 3 on the play and should be 10 yards for the penalty. So having a few delays here getting the ball in the right position, but so that one is set. So that will now first down. So that will redo first down, and it'll be 1st and 20 from the 25-yard line. Ball snapped. Livingston drops back to pass, and he throws it to number 4, and it'll be through the hands of Dimitri Lane. Good coverage there by South Columbus. And it'll be second down and 20 here from the 25-yard line. As the original line of scrimmage is at the 38. So actually it's 2nd and 23 here with 9 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. Livingston is in the gun, has a one-back set, and he's going to hand it off to 34. And he is going to be brought down on the 25, no gain. So Damian McMillan gets the handoff, the delayed handoff, and he is going to be brought right down immediately. And it's going to be 3rd down and 23 here with 9 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. St. Paul's has the ball, but South Columbus stiff defense this series. Trying to hold them here and get the ball back. Livingston back in the option. One back to his right. Takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Looks over the middle. Throws, and it'll be caught by 21. And he will be brought down by Samuel Dixon at the 39-yard line. Big pass play there to Tim Billinger. And there's a flag down. This one will be coming back. There's a holding play on that. That'll cancel out that big passing yards, and that's going to take it back 10 more. And it'll be 3rd down and 33 here as the ball will go back to the 15-yard line. So St. Paul is struggling this drive as instead of going forward, they keep going backwards. And they are in it's going to be a big one here.
Hey, Rod.
How's it going?
I've had an adventurous 15 or 20 minutes.
I don't know if you've got to catch anything that's been going on out there, but
I've
been wild.
I've seen some of it through a camera, so we're having trouble with the camera up there and still are. So, hey, got some scores for you.
Okay.
Whiteville 21, Fairmont 14. Some other scores: Richmond 21, Lumberton 0, Pinecrest 10, Sweat 0.
So 3rd and 33, Livingston back to pass, going to throw it over the middle, throws it long down the field, and it is incomplete to number 21, Tim Billinger, as Dixon was there on the play to break it up, and he had help there from number 32, Deshaun Daniels. So Livingston throws it into double coverage, and South Columbus knocks it down, and it'll be 4th down and 33. Wow. Okay, let me change that one. And it will be 4th down and so that's going to take it up to the 30. Let's just wait to see what this one's got. This whole series has been confusing. So St. Paul's has it up at the 30. And that is an automatic 1st down. That is a hurtful penalty right there. South had them pinned way back and basically gave them a 1st down. So 1st and 10 on the 30. Livingston hands off to Walters. Walters up the middle, and he will get maybe 1 on the play. It looks like forward progress to get him 2. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Clock's running here with 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. St. Paul's on that roughing the passer stays alive, and they are trying to score to keep the tie back up. West Columbus has a 16-8 lead over South Robinson with 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. I believe that one's at West Columbus. All right, 2nd down. Pitch off to Walters. Walters turns the corner. Big hit, but not before Walters can sneak around it. And that's going to take the ball up to the 30. That one's up to the 36-yard line. And that'll be 3rd and 4. 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 4 for St. Paul's. Big 3rd down. So drive kept alive by a personal foul and trying to move the chains here. Livingston looks over to the side to make sure he has the play set. Looks over at the coaches. Still stays back in the option. And they're going to probably have to take a timeout here. Just could not get that one situated. So we can take a minute to recap. 6 minutes and 57 seconds here remaining in the 2nd quarter. South Columbus 14. St. Paul's 6. St. Paul's has taken their 2nd timeout of the half as they're in a big 3rd down and 3 right now with the ball on the 37-yard line. Had gone, first 3 downs of this series had gone wrong because they kept moving the wrong direction. But a personal foul roughing the passer gave them new life as they had 1st and 10 from the 30. They've moved it up to the 37, and now they await a big 3rd down play. South Columbus trying to stiffen up their defense, which has played. They've had a couple big plays they've given up, but other than that, they've played exceptionally well tonight. And last series, they had just kept driving back, and now still holding the yards to a minimum amount. But big play here is they've got to hold St. Paul's from completing these next 3 yards to move those chains. So St. Paul's is back out. Still have the gun for Livingston, except now he will have Walters and McMillan on his sides. He's going to roll to his right, looks downfield, throws, and that one's going to be Lucan, and he is all the way down to the. Let's see where they finally spotted at. he's all the way down to the 11-yard line. Number 9, Lucan Hunt.
Wow. He was very wide open. That had to have been blown coverage because there really wasn't even much play action off that. So you got some things to work on at halftime. That is for sure, especially in the secondary.
That was a 52-yard pass play there.
Nice throw. That was perfect timing. Caught him in stride.
So St. Paul's has come up with some big. That's their third play this half that's been over 40 yards, or right at 40 or more. I think the one was might be 38. So there's Livingston in the gun, and he's actually going to keep it, and he's going to not really have anywhere to go.
No, he's stopped right there by the middle of the defensive line, and that's Gage McPherson there leading the way on that. Man, I tell you what, I don't think St. Paul's is leaving much in the playbook tonight.
They have pulled
they have pulled everything out, and I think, with a team like South Columbus, the way they're playing, I mean, you got to try those things. And so far they've had a lot of success with trick plays, onside kicks.
I don't know if you saw the fake punt or not.
I saw the fake punt. That fake punt would have made Wayne Williamson proud right there, I can tell you that. Trips left now, and there's motion man. It's jet sweep. Around the right end, that's Charles Walters, and he is going to be short of a first down. Looks like he fumbled, but they're calling it down.
And he's going to get it down to the – he's going to get it to the 5, so that one's going to be good for 4. And that should bring up 3rd and 4. So there's room to get a first down, but not much.
Nope.
So 5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. St. Paul's way down into South Columbus territory on the 4-yard line, on the 5-yard line. But this is a big third down play. Last time down in the red zone, they got intercepted in the end zone. And that one's going to be handed off to
he goes in. Livingston walks into the end zone, and that is going to make it now 14-12.
They faked me out. I thought Walters had, or McMillan had it.
I'll keep you straight. Don't worry about that.
I appreciate you. I'm glad you come back to help me get.
That's what I'm here for. I show up for a few minutes in the first quarter, come back in the second quarter. Bob Costas does the same thing. I don't feel too bad about that.
I've got no excuse. Those jerseys there are white with big blue numbers, and them are easy to read, and I still can't keep them.
Yeah, we got an easy job tonight spotting the numbers. Boy, last week was tough.
So here we go.
This is tied the game.
We will see a point here as McMillan awaits the snap. There, he's going to take it. He's going to look back. He's going to throw it to number 21, and it is good. Did he get his feet in? No, he did not get his feet in. He caught it, but he was not in bounds, and Billinger was out, and will remain 14-12. So 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. South Columbus still has the lead, 14-12 over St. Paul's. So it's South time to get the ball back, and the last 2 times they've been able to put 2 touchdowns on the board. So we will see what happens here on this play. One thing I'm curious about, they had that roughing the punter play, and then they tacked it on afterwards against St. Paul's. Is that?
If that is what happened, that is an incorrect application of the rule. Because at that point, it is still basically the possession of the offense. It is not a post-possession foul.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not see the details. I was trying to white balance the camera at that point. But I've got to believe that there must have been something, because if that was the case, that's kind of a no-brainer. We're going to see an onside kick, 3rd in the first half. Yes, we are.
Sure did.
Yes, we are. And it touched St. Paul's.
That one's not going 10 yards.
I don't know. I'm not. The first time it was like a great call. The second was like, man, that's a lot of guts. The third one, I don't know. You cannot give this Stallion offense a short field.
Right. Yeah,
you're going to give it to them. You can give it to them on the 45-yard line of St. Paul's. I think you kick that one deep, and you try to go in down 2 at halftime. So
I agree with you. I'm not giving South Columbus the ball anywhere near the 50-yard line if I can help it.
I mean, if it pays off, it's a great decision. But at this case, 45 yards to go and all those weapons, I don't know. You got twins left, and there's the jet sweep.
And Frank's got it. And he gets all the way down to
nice
the
little
39.
gain. He ran 30 yards and picked up 6. But, hey, that works.
So what's the difference between the jet sweep and the bus sweep?
It might be the same thing. The jet sweep is handing it to the man while he's in motion,
So it don't have to depend on how fast the guy's running.
He's got
it's a bus or jet.
He's got to be at least as fast as a Cessna.
There goes
Here
Frank.
is Frank
He's
on the
loose.
outside.
There he goes. And he's trying to get a little bit farther, but they're going to hold the. So they're going to push Frank out at the 20. So we will have, see where he got it down to the 24-yard line. So 15-yard gain on the play. That'll move the chains, and South Columbus is moving quite nicely. So, all right, so here we go. Hamlin takes the snap, hands off to Daniels. Daniels tries to cut back up middle, but there's just nothing there. And that one's going to be stopped for no gain, and that'll be 2nd and 10 from the 24 as the clock continues to roll under 4 minutes here.
28-14, Whiteville over Fairmont. If you're wondering, because that plays a big role in the outcome of this game.
And that one is in Fairmont, correct?
That is in what we like to refer to as Fairmount.
Fairmount.
But yeah, and I think it's homecoming down there, just like homecoming here. So
pitch to Daniels. Daniel cuts it back up middle, and he is still on his feet fighting for yards, and he will take it. Those were a hard 2 yards to gain.
Going to bring up 3rd and short, but, well, we'll call it 3rd and let's say about 3 or 4, long 3, short 4.
So here we go.
Saw Farrah McKeever here tonight. He's here at the game tonight.
Oh, did not see him. So 3rd and 3. 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. 14-12. Hammond will go up under center. I believe we've got a jump.
There's Frank. He's got a convoy.
Can he make it? Still on his feet.
And that's a touchdown.
There he goes. There goes
big time play, Reggie Frank with the run. And Frank's a little slow getting up. I think he's okay. I think he actually kind of extended himself there trying to get across the goal line, but that's a great run.
17-yard touchdown run by Reggie Frank, and that takes it to 20-12 here with 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And we will probably see a 2-point conversion by South Columbus. Have not seen it yet. And they will set up for 2. Hamlin will go up under center. Going to hand that one off to Chapman. And
no
he
problem.
is easy then.
I don't think he was touched.
He was not. 22-12 here in the second quarter. 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. South Columbus has now extended their lead, and it is at 10. And they will kick off here to St. Paul's in just a matter of a few seconds here. So South Columbus, the last few times, have been able to move the ball a lot more easier than those first little bit. Work the kinks out, and they've kind of got the oil in, and they are a running machine right now. So Coach Fonville is talking to his men before they get ready to kick off here to St. Paul's. St. Paul's is already set, and St. Paul's has number 6, Charles Walters, and number 25, Javon Crawford, back deep. They're set up on about their 15-yard line. And South Columbus getting onto the field. And the last 2 times they have kicked it off as deep as they can, and I would say we'll probably see the same thing here. We'll kick it back deep, try to get a 3 and out and touch the ball, because St. Paul's will receive the kickoff for the beginning of the third quarter. So here we go. Frank looks to his left and right, has them ready, puts the ball in.
A little squib kick.
It is
loose.
And that one
It
kept
looks like
going.
St. Paul's has it.
Now, was that intentional or is that missed?
I think it's a little of both.
Yeah.
If you recover it, it was intentional.
Yeah.
If you don't, it was missed.
Because it looked like he was fixing to let that ball have it. So St. Paul's was able to finally fall on it, and it will be on their own 42-yard line. They have 2 minutes and 42 seconds before halftime, and they are trying to put one more on the board before this one is halfway through. Livingston back in the gun. Takes the snap, hands off to McMillan. McMillan
He's got a little room outside.
goes to the right and still on his feet. Still, and flips. But he goes.
Reggie Frink took his legs out.
He did too.
He looked like he was on a ride at the fair.
That was good for 8, but that one, if you were McMillan, that had a tough ending on it.
Yep.
So 2nd and 2, 2 minutes and 20 seconds here in the second quarter remaining. St. Paul's trails South Columbus 22-12, but they have the ball. And they are trying to put points on the board before this one is halfway over. Livingston takes the snap, fakes the throw, is being chased by Chapman, gets past Chapman, and he will now run it out of bounds. And gets right about to the original line of scrimmage before he goes. No, he's going to lose one on the play. So 3rd and 3, 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. South leads 22-12. But St. Paul's is trying everything they can to get one more score before halftime. And number 88, Justin Dudley, was the one that forced Livingston out of bounds. Chapman almost had him, but he was able just to get past him. So here we go. Livingston waits the snap, takes it. He's going to drop back to pass. Good rush there, looked like by Reed Worley. And Worley not able to get there in time. But the pass does go out to the 50-yard line to 34, Damian McMillan, and that'll be enough yards to move the chains, and it'll be 1st and 10 as St. Paul's will have the ball on their own. Well, I guess that one could be debated whether that's your own 50 or their 50, but we will let that one go for now. Minute and 37 seconds remaining.
It's nobody's 50.
It's nobody's 50. So here we go. Livingston is ready. Takes the snap, hands off. Fake
He's got a man down the right sideline.
Guns
there he goes.
There it is, too.
Caught in stride, big time, down to the 10-yard line. Malik Livingston to number 21, Tim Billinger, and that is good for big-time play. And
let's see where they mark him at.
Yeah, I like I say, we got a lot to talk about at halftime.
So 39-yard pass play there. 4th big play of the first half by St. Paul's.
And that was basically just a straightforward post pattern. And he was basically open by 5 yards.
South has had a hard, that should be the final timeout of the half by St. Paul's because that's number 3.
Yeah.
1 minute and 29 seconds left before halftime, but St. Paul's has gotten it all the way down to the 11-yard line of South Columbus on a big 39-yard pass play to Billinger. 4 plays of 38 or more yards. You can't do that as a defense.
No, and I think what you're going to see in the second half is you're going to see South Columbus kind of get back to basics on offense and defense. They're playing well. They're moving the ball at will, but the problem is that St. Paul's is keeping the ball for too long. And it looks like St. Paul's is going to have a good shot here with 1:29 left and the ball on the 10-yard line. They're going to have at least 4 plays to try to get this in here, and we haven't seen them kick the ball anywhere past 10 yards, at least as a place kick, so we don't know how their place kicker is, but you got to believe here going into the halftime with St. Paul's chance to close it to a 4 or 2-point lead.
Right.
This is big for the Stallions here to try to get a stop, regroup, and then work a little bit on pass coverage there in the locker room.
Yeah, this is tough. If they were able to put 6 on here, they touched the ball in the second half to start it. So here we go. 1st and 10. Livingston sends Walters in motion.
He's a little confused about something. I think he's trying to get the play call again, and you've got the,
I don't know, but
maybe they changed it there when they got up to the line and saw something.
All right, so that he's going to take it himself,
Yeah,
takes it
like
up the
that
middle.
looked like a broken play, right?
And it may have been.
I think everybody thought that he was talking about the play before, so.
Jeez. Sound like our booth was coming in there
for
a minute.
I thought we were going to have some company coming from the ceiling there.
All right, so there's no gain on that one.
And, folks, we do apologize if the camera's a little shaky, but when the whole bleachers start to shift a little bit, the camera does the same thing. So here we go, second down, minute 16, 22-12, South Columbus leads St. Paul's driving. Ball on the 10-yard line. And there's Livingston, and he is so casual back there.
He
no
is, isn't
rush. And that's going to be too low coverage there by, it looks like Frank on the – and that was over in the corner of the end zone, but that was too low. And if I am South Columbus, I am thinking about making Livingston throw either on the run or at least try to make him think a little bit.
Yeah, Billinger was campaigning for a flag, but he did not get it. So 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining, 3rd and 10, ball's on the 11.
Two big plays here, Rod. 22-12, South Columbus with the lead, but St. Paul's with the ball within 10 yards of 6 points.
So here we go. Livingston takes the snap, casually steps back, moves around a little bit. There's the pass, and it is.
Looks like that's caught. Touchdown, St. Paul's.
Number 21, Tim Billinger, 11-yard touchdown pass. And it is now 22-18 here at Civitan Stadium, and it's down to 59.6 seconds. And I believe we'll see a 2-point conversion coming up. They're getting situated here. A lot of looking to the sideline to get the play in. So here we go. Well, wait, there we go. There's the snap. Rolls to his right, looks, and that one is caught. And once again by Billinger.
Yep.
So it's 22-20 here with 59.6 seconds remaining in the second quarter. South Columbus still leads, but it's been cut to 22-20, and they will have 59.6 seconds left.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Will we see an onside kick?
I refuse to offer an opinion on the matter because I have no idea. I'm going to tell you, maybe it's a situation where they feel like Frink is so dangerous back there.
Yeah.
You know, that, okay, well, what do we got to lose? And, I mean, I can certainly sympathize with that if you've seen any of the game film. If you saw last week's, it looked like, you know, I think he probably had over 200 yards of return. But here we go.
So we will see
what happens.
And here we go. And
another onside kick. And this one just hit too far. And there's Frink gets it anyway. And,
yeah, I'm thinking if they're going to move Frink up, I'm definitely not going to kick it to him.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to kick it to him.
That's all you want is Reggie Frink with only one.
Yeah.
One line of tacklers to get through.
All right, so South Columbus is going to take over on their own 34. They're going to have 56.8 seconds to see if they can put some points on the board before halftime. So Coach Fonville talks to Hammond. Hammond goes back in with the play, along with Souls. They're going to huddle real quickly, break, and set up here to see what they can put together. I believe we might see some passing here.
I believe you're right, and we've got Twins right, and Coach Fonville calls a timeout.
I know that's at least their second. That may be their final one of the half.
Yeah, 22-20. South Columbus in the lead, and waning moments here of the first half on homecoming night here in beautiful Civitan Stadium. And it looks like, I mean, I've gotten pretty good at estimating audiences, crowds over the years, but I'm just going to take a stab here, and I'm going to say 835 on this side. So big crowd here tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a good one tonight. And actually the St. Paul's one looks like it might be getting bigger as the night goes on.
Yeah. They might be at home listening to us, right?
Yeah, that's where they're at.
No, that's where they're at.
Well, at least that's what we're going to tell ourselves.
So we're going to try to bring you some of halftime. At least we'll bring you video. I don't know if we're going to try to do audio.
So here comes St. Paul's back out. And here comes South Columbus out of the huddle. They're going to spread them out and get ready here as Hammond takes the snap and hands it off to
Looks like Daniels.
McGill, I think.
McGill. Okay, Cephas McGill. The nice little run, but that's not going to get it in there.
Nope.
They've got to definitely hurry, and Stallions in the hurry up here.
So that was good for 9. Let's see here.
I think you're going to see a pass here. Yep. 3-step drop for Hammond.
And that's for Souls, but that'll be just a little high.
And there's good coverage there.
By number 25, Javon Crawford. He was right in the mix, too. And that'll be 3rd and 1 here on the 43. 30.6 seconds remaining here before halftime. We will more than likely see I thought we saw a pass the first time, and they ran a sweep instead. So let's see
got twins left here, and looks like you're going to have wing right. Single back set, and that's going to be a quick handoff, and looks like Daniels.
That one is Daniels.
Daniels with a nice run out across the 50. 25.7 seconds left to go here, and Stallions in the big hurry up here, and they may try to clock it. See what happens here. And Hammond under center, and he clocks it. So brings up 2nd down, but kills the clock.
We might get to see a Dixon field goal here. Before halftime.
We like the field goals.
Yeah, we don't see many of them.
I think we saw one early on in the season.
I think we saw one at West Columbus.
Yep.
I think it was Tanner Daniels kicked it. So we might get to see one today.
Of course, from here, it would be about a 64-yard field goal.
Yeah, that would be a little rough from here.
I think that would be tough. But it's a cool night, so the ball carries further. So,
let's see what we got here. Referee. See what he's got. He's
pointing at the sideline of St. Paul's. I don't know if it is the chain or the coaches that he's talking to.
You got me.
Yeah,
he's talking to the.
Oh, I see. The chain's not even close to the line of scrimmage. Okay, they've moved it down. But the chain wasn't tight.
Okay, there we go. All right, Hammond takes a snap, rolls to his left. Passes over the middle and is complete to Dixon.
Dixon cannot break free, but gets the 1st down, and that's going to be stopping of the clock, and I bet we're going to see another clocking with 15.5 seconds left to go. Ball on the 36-yard line. Here's Hammond under center, and he clocks it. So, all right, regroup.
53-yard field goal now.
I try to get at least a few more yards.
14.2 seconds.
You can just get the ball in Reggie Frink's hands, just let him try to make a play. And I think that's probably what they're going to try to do here. And let's see where Frink lines up and looking for Sammy Dixon too. And Dixon there is in.
There he cuts across the middle.
And there he gets the ball. And good defense there by St. Paul's.
You got 1 point. You don't. I guess they don't have a. They did save the.
Yep. They got a timeout. So. Here we go. One play, 1.9 seconds left to go. 22-20, South Columbus over St. Paul's. And with the Stallions have one more shot with the ball on the 36-yard line.
I'm kicking a 40. Hang on a minute. They're on the 30.
More than that. 53.
Now let's see. Down on 47-yarder. They're on the 30, aren't they?
Oh, it is on the 30. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm kicking the 47-yarder.
Well. Have to see how far your kicker can kick. But
I don't know.
I think what you I
don't think that's what they're doing, but.
No, I always like to play where you run trips to one side, you have a split end on the back, you roll out to the trip side, and a lot of times the corner on that single split end side, he'll get distracted, and you can sometimes get behind him, throw across the field, and catch the ball in the end zone. It looks like here we have spread formation. So you have basically 3 wide receivers, and they're going to try to throw the ball downfield.
And there it goes.
And there's Dixon. Dixon has it.
Oh, right in his hands, and right out it went.
Oh, man, that is so
That was
close.
right on the money.
So close.
Good defense, but that was – so we got half the game in the books. South Columbus 22, East Columbus – or not East Columbus.
That was last week.
St. Paul's 20, and it has been one barn burner here.
Yeah, great football game on both sides. I mean, St. Paul's has really in this position because they took a lot of chances. And your question has to be in the second half. Can you make the same big plays?
Mm-hmm.
Can you take advantage of some miscues by South Columbus and come back and win? I think it's a tall order. But they're certainly in position to make this a very, very interesting game in the second half.
West Columbus is also at halftime, and it is South Robinson 22, West Columbus 15.
And last score we had on Whiteville was, I believe, 28-14 Whiteville over Fairmont. So that is in the first half, somewhere in the first half. All right, we're going to try to switch it over here to homecoming, see what we got.
Counted all votes and determined the winner. We will begin tonight's presentation with the freshman homecoming court.
Those guys, they look homecoming getting ready to happen here in South Carolina. Always a special time. Get traveling, trying to get everybody lined up. That looks like that's going to be a tall one. Try to bring you as much of the homecoming festivities as we possibly can. And as soon as they start, here is the grand entrance here.
Miss Eva Aguilar Watts. Eva is the 14-year-old daughter of Sharon Aguilar. She is a softball player and she plays soccer. Eva is very involved in her church and loves spending time with her friends. Eva's favorite quote is, "Hold the night for ransom as they kidnap the memories." Eva will be escorted tonight by Mr. Mario Hernandez. Miss Gwen Buck. Gwen is the 14-year-old daughter of Rhonda Lee and Stephen Buck. Gwen is a cheerleader on the South Carolina High School Junior Varsity Cheerleading Squad. Her favorite quote is, "You gotta dance like there's nobody watching, love like you'll never be hurt, sing like there's nobody listening, and live like it's heaven on earth." Gwen will be escorted tonight by Mr. Robbie Wooster. Miss Anna Katz. Anna is the 14-year-old daughter of Melanie Katz and Richard Katz. Anna enjoys playing the piano and also plays handbells at church. She is a member of the youth group in her church and loves art. One of her favorite things to do is spending time with friends and family. Anna's favorite quote is, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," Philippians 4:13. Anna will be escorted tonight by Mr. Mason Miller. And now for your sophomore homecoming court. Miss Olivia Beasley. Olivia is the 15-year-old daughter of Christine Doria and Barbara Doria. Olivia is a JV cheerleader and a member of the Columbus County Teen Court. Olivia also runs track. Olivia's favorite quote is, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," Philippians 4:13. Olivia will be escorted tonight by Mr. Josh Cribb. Miss Amber Leonard. Amber is the 15-year-old daughter of Brooke Waltman. Amber is a varsity cheerleader and was elected sophomore class treasurer. Amber is also a member of the Senior Beta Club. Amber's favorite quote is, "Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it." Amber will be escorted tonight by Mr. Blake Stevens. Miss Holly Ward. Holly is the 15-year-old daughter of Tammy Ward and Byron Ward. Holly is a varsity cheerleader and is also in the South Columbus High School varsity dance team. Holly is a senior dancer at Amy's Academy and a member of Beaver Dam Original Free Will Baptist Church. Holly's favorite quote is, "God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early." Psalms 46:5. Holly will be escorted tonight by Mr. Matthew Register. And now for your junior homecoming court. Miss Morgan Ray Fowler. Morgan is the 16-year-old daughter of Donald and Christina Fowler. Morgan is a varsity cheerleader and a member of the Senior Beta Club. Morgan dances on the competitive senior all-star team at Southside Dance Center, taking jazz, hip-hop, praise dance, technique, and production, and is also an assistant instructor at Southside. She is actively involved in the youth program at her church and participates in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes at South Columbus High School. Morgan's favorite quote is, "And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind." Deuteronomy 6:5. Morgan will be escorted tonight by Mr. Luke Herring. Miss Brittany Sellers. Brittany is the 16-year-old daughter of Eric and Julie Sellers. Brittany plays varsity volleyball and softball at South Columbus and is a member of the youth group at Old Zion Wesleyan Church. She is in the top 10% of her class and is a member of the Science Club and the Senior Beta Club. Brittany's favorite quote is, "He must become greater and I must become less." Brittany will be escorted tonight by Mr. Corbin Clemens. Miss Monica Tutt. Monica is the 16-year-old daughter of Betty Graham. Monica is a varsity cheerleader and a member of the main attraction choir as well as FCCLA. Monica also loves doing any kind of volunteer work. Her favorite quote is, "God gives his hardest battles to his toughest soldiers. Do what you love and love what you do." Monica will be escorted tonight by Mr. Rashid Jordan. And now your senior homecoming court. Miss Mia Benton. Mia is the 17-year-old daughter of Rudy and Michelle Benton. Mia is the varsity cheerleader captain, a member of the National Honor Society and Senior Beta Club. Mia is the president of the PD Youth Association, a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and sings in the choir at Mission Valley Original Free Will Baptist Church. Mia is in her 11th year of playing piano and is in the academically gifted program. Mia's favorite quote is, "I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me," Philippians 4:13. Mia will be escorted tonight by Mr. Mason Benton. Miss Carly Collins. Carly is the 17-year-old daughter of Rhonda Collins. Carly enjoys playing softball and volleyball. Carly also enjoys walking on the beach and spending time with her family. Her favorite quote is, "Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful." Carly will be escorted tonight by Mr. Austin Ray Carter. Miss Katie Harper. Katie is the 17-year-old daughter of Riedel and Lori Harper. Katie is the co-captain of the varsity cheerleading squad and also enjoys hunting, going to church, and spending time with her family. Katie's favorite quote is, "Beneath the makeup and behind the smile, I'm just a girl wishing for the world." Katie will be escorted tonight by Mr. Aaron Buffkin. Miss Faith Smith. Faith is the 17-year-old daughter of Mary and Randolph Smith. Faith is involved in many extracurricular activities, including Health Occupation Students of America, FCCLA, and Junior ROTC. Faith is also a member of the National Honor Society and Senior Beta Club. Her favorite quote is, "Never give up. God's got a plan for your life." Faith will be escorted tonight by Mr. Jamal Baker. Miss Carly Suggs. Carly is the 17-year-old daughter of Carlisle and Lisa Suggs. Carly is a member of the South Columbus varsity softball and varsity volleyball teams. She is a member of the Sandy Plains Baptist Church Youth Group and Choir, as well as FCA and SADD clubs of South Columbus. Carly is also a marshal in the top 10% of her class. She is a member of the Senior Beta Club and National Honor Society. Carly's favorite quote is, "Let your faith be bigger than your fears." Carly will be escorted tonight by Mr. Jesse Prince. Miss Olivia Watson. Olivia is the 17-year-old daughter of John and Marlette Watson. Olivia is a member of the National Honor Society and the Senior Beta Club Secretary. She is also Secretary of the Senior Class. She is a member of Toby City Baptist Church, where she is involved in the Praise Band and Youth Choir. Olivia is a USGA Level 10 gymnast, Chief Marshal in the top 10% of her class, a member of FCA, SADD, and she was voted DAR Good Citizen. Olivia's favorite quote is, "I've always believed that if you put in the work, the results will come. I don't do things half-heartedly because I know if I do, then I can expect the half-hearted results." Michael Jordan. Olivia will be escorted tonight by Mr. Kyle Mills. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming the 2012-2013 homecoming queen, Miss Sarah Harper. Sarah is the 19-year-old daughter of Randall and Teresa Harper. While attending South Columbus, Sarah was very active as a cheerleader captain and a member of many other clubs. Sarah is now a freshman at Southeastern Community College and hopes to pursue a career in pediatric nursing. Sarah is currently working with home care management and at Tabor City IGA. In her free time, Sarah enjoys spending time with her family and friends. Please welcome our returning 2012-2013 homecoming queen, Miss Sarah Harper. We would like to extend our appreciation to faculty, staff, and students at South Columbus High School for their participation in Homecoming Week. We would also like to thank the following people for assisting with the homecoming presentation. Mrs. Stephanie Todd, Mr. Scott Blackman, Mr. and Mrs. Al Leonard, Mr. Levi Porter, Mr. Mitchell Strickland, Mr. Walt Strickland, Miss Amber Ward, and Mr. Dale Ward. And now for the winners. Tonight's second runner-up is Miss Faith Smith. Tonight's first runner-up is Miss Carly Suggs. And now the 2013-2014 homecoming queen is Miss Mia Benton.
So, folks, we hope you have enjoyed the halftime festivities here, homecoming at South Columbus High School. We have crowned a new homecoming queen, and we are getting ready for a second half of what will be, I think, an exciting game. South Columbus leading 22-20 here at halftime. It's been an interesting half of basically 3 onside kicks. I started losing track. 3 onside kicks. Big trick plays by St. Paul's. South Columbus grinding and playing well on offense. So looking forward to a second half. And if you haven't heard, at halftime it is Whiteville High School 41, Fairmont 14. At this point, that's the only score we have regionally. Try to get you a few others. We had Pinecrest, Lumberton. We had some scores earlier on. Richmond County 21, Lumberton 0. Pinecrest 10, Sweat 0. That's a fairly old score as we watch the crowning of the new homecoming queen. What was homecoming like at your high school, Rod? Is that too long? Long ago to remember?
Unfortunately, that's a little bit. Yeah. I couldn't honestly tell you.
Ours was actually a lot the same. The only thing that I think drove our coach crazy is that the players would come out and participate in homecoming, at our school. Mm-hmm. And it seemed like every homecoming that I played in, we were always facing, our arch rival. And it was always really close. And here you have Coach needing to talk about, basically what you're going to do second half and have teams out on the field. So that's one thing, looking back on it, I said, yeah, we probably should have been in the locker room worrying about how to beat Concord and not on the field. But, those are good memories Yeah,
I'm not sure. our high school, the football team was it was pretty bad. So don't think I attended those.
Are you saying you had a home leaving, not a homecoming?
Yeah, that was school had a pretty decent basketball team, an okay baseball team, but it was not a football school. So yeah, this one's been good. This may be the best game that we've seen so far this year.
Yeah, and I think if you look at it in terms of black and white, St. Paul's is taking some chances, and it's really making a difference for them. And again, we alluded to this at the end of the first half. What is going to happen now that you really can't surprise South Columbus anymore on defense? You know you're going to try to throw the football. We know that you're going to try some trick plays. What can you do now that kind of South Columbus is ready for you? And I think you're going to see a very interesting second half. I think you're going to see a lot more ball control by South Columbus. You're going to see Daniels grinding it out. You're going to see Frink and Dixon around the end. And, if that happens, I think we've seen that can be very difficult to stop. So, but we are about 2:50 now away from the start of the third quarter. And I know, Rod, that I was up top working on the camera. And that whole thing about the higher up you go, the colder it gets?
Yeah.
I think up there it's about 20 degrees cooler than it is down here on the surface. So it is a chilly night, very chilly night. So
we finally got some football weather.
This is hockey weather. This isn't football weather. This is hockey weather, Rod. Speaking of which, I was talking to one of the coaches upstairs, from St. Paul's. We were chatting a little bit, and he said that his wife is at a Fire Ants game tonight, a hockey match in Fayetteville. So said she is a hockey fanatic.
I hadn't heard much about them lately. I didn't even know if they might still be around.
Yeah, it's actually, especially in the Fayetteville area, it is very, very much an exciting event. Now, when I was in college, we had minor league hockey. And it was right within walking distance because I didn't really have a car, which is, a good thing that it was within walking distance. But they played in the Greensboro Coliseum, and some of the most exciting athletic events I've ever seen in my years, minor league hockey games. Very, very exciting.
Yeah, well, growing up in Cincinnati at one time, we had two. We had the Cyclones and the Ducks, and you saw some really good games in the minor league hockey games.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right. Looking for some more scores for us here. And we are trying to get you some more. Of course, playoff picture starting to shape up. And, you'd have to think if South Columbus hangs on tonight, it looks like Whiteville's going to win. You'd really have to think that there's a good chance that Whiteville-South Columbus game, if they can basically run the tables, both of them, that is going to be a huge game there at Whiteville. Will really determine, it may not necessarily have an impact on playoff seedings and things like that, but it will determine who is the conference champion, which that in and of itself is an important thing.
Yes, South Columbus has Fairmont here next week and then has Whiteville at Whiteville. So,
and we're going to follow St. Paul's over to East Columbus next week and see what happens there. We might see some more onside kicks by the Bulldogs.
So we're down to just about 15 seconds here in the halftime there. Here comes South Columbus out of their locker room. Still have not seen St. Paul's. They'll be coming. They're actually coming out of their locker room. So they put 3 more minutes back on, and it'll be then for we actually see the third quarter kickoff, and it'll go to St. Paul's. So St. Paul's will have the opportunity to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter if they're able to execute when they get the ball back, and we'll have to wait and see. So if you've just joined us at halftime, we've seen, as Kelly said, we've seen a lot of excitement. We've seen 3 onside kicks, then a couple interceptions, fumble recovery. We've seen some. St. Paul's they have at least 4 plays that are 38 yards or more. So that's one thing South Columbus is going to have to be able to do. South's got to come back out and stop the big play because they gave up 4 in 2 quarters of play. But once again, South Columbus, their defense has played good. Just a couple of big plays has got them. Also, South Columbus, the offense is clicking. I mean, it is. We saw them last week. This week, they're able to move that ball, and they're able to put 6 up on the board. Their last 3 possessions has ended up in touchdowns, and been hard this year for at least the last 4 or 5 games for anybody to be able to put a stop to that offense of South Columbus. And
yeah, they've got some major weapons. Last week we saw Reggie Frink really got some good blocking, but I mean, return yards and got loose several times. You've got Daniels, you got Dixon, you got Hammond who's throwing accurately with several targets, and honestly, up front, everyone's playing really well. So I think the rest of the season is going to be really interesting, Ron. Really interesting, and I think especially if everybody's talking about it, and we might as well not, ignore the elephant in the room. And what if you come down to basically undefeated Whiteville and South Columbus, last game of the conference season, and man, that'll be a great game.
Right. And we have not got to see Whiteville play yet this year, so, I mean, besides, reading about it and catching some scores, haven't quite got to see that. But in the games we've seen South Columbus, the one thing that they've got to get better at before Whiteville and the state playoffs is they've got to cut those big plays out.
Yep.
I mean, because we saw some huge kickoff returns last week. East Columbus put 2 touchdowns back-to-back on big plays last week.
And it's not coaching. It's mental discipline by the players. They know what to do. It's a matter of, will they execute, especially on special teams. And, you usually play a lot of your younger players on special teams, less experienced players so they can get that experience. And we've seen multiple games this season where a big play on special teams has changed the tone of the game. And I think you could argue the point that opening onside kick recovery by St. Paul's has put them in this position, not to mention them getting the ball right here at the beginning of the third quarter.
Right.
And chance to go down and take the lead. So, yeah, special teams is big.
Yeah, here's where that onside kick gets you, because you gave up your first possession, and now you are getting ready to start with the ball for almost like the second time. So here we go. Third quarter getting ready to kick off. This is 89.9 FM WZCO. Online, www.wzco.org. 22-20. Samuel Dixon has his men ready. St. Paul's is ready. And the kick is an onside kick. And it looks like it's going to be recovered by South Columbus.
I don't believe what I just saw.
We may see a record set for the number of onside kicks in a football game.
And I think they're trying to sort it out, and it looks like it is.
Have not gotten a signal. South Columbus says they've got it, but I've yet to see the official.
Yeah, they did.
And the onside kick is recovered.
Looks like St. Paul's has it.
So St. Paul's has the ball, and they will start on their own 45-yard line. So what do you think about that?
I think that I cannot believe that we just saw another onside kick.
Wow. St. Paul's, 11 minutes and 57 seconds remaining. Just getting started here. They have the ball on their own 47. Livingston in the option. Takes the snap, hands off to Walters. Walters goes right side, and he will be forced out of bounds around the 46. Let's see where the official spot is. And that'll be basically the 46. So that'll be good for 1. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 as they get ready here. Comes back out as Livingston gets the play. Spreads everybody throughout. There he goes. Looks, takes the snap. Nope. Takes back over to the coach. Make sure he's got the play. And We got a little delay here. I don't know if the officials have stopped it or what we've got. So we will, as Livingston looks over to the sideline, gets his men set back on the line. There we go. Looks back to the coach. Comes back to the center. Now he's going back. Takes the snap, hands that one off to McMillan. McMillan up the middle to the 50. Cuts to his left to the 45, to the 4, and he'll step out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So that'll be good for a first down. And the ball is, St. Paul's has the ball now into South Columbus territory on their 42-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10. I don't guess they'd start. I don't know. I would have thought the 25-second clock would have had to started in that last play sometime. I don't know if the officials had a delay in there. So here we go.
Trips right, split left, shotgun formation. And that's a
to Walters.
Yep. Kind of a weird. There were two receivers in that same vicinity.
One behind the other.
Maybe they were thinking about, hey, if he tips it, it won't be like Reggie Frankel take it the other way.
So he gets it up to the 38, and that'll be good for roughly 4. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6 as the clock runs. 11 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here. St. Paul's has the ball, and they are into South Columbus territory. So Livingston takes the snap, and he hands that one off to Walters, and Walters
he is swallowed.
Not going anywhere.
Number 71, I think 71, maybe 78. Perry Keene?
Probably, and that's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. So that'll bring up 3rd and 8 with 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Livingston stays in the gun with McMillan to his left and Walters to his right.
You got spread formation here. 2 receivers to the left and split on the right.
Frank's given Billinger a pretty good cushion on that one. So there we go, but no.
Oh, man.
There is nowhere to go for number 6.
Oh,
Walker.
Good defense
Walker's
there. Number 88, Justin Dudley, with a big tackle, too, on that play.
That'll be a loss of 1. We're looking at 4th and 9 here.
Yeah, got to punt it here, I think.
I don't know about with them.
Can you do an onside punt? Is it possible to do an onside punt?
Hey, it wouldn't shock me. They don't roll out another
just about
fake.
Everything, yeah.
So 9 minutes and 42 seconds. It's 4th and 9. The ball is on the 40-yard line of South Columbus, and I don't think you're going to see a punt.
You know, they're going for it.
So Livingston, unless he pooch punts it, he takes it back. And
he pooch punts it. Good call, and the ball is out. And no one from South Columbus realized that it was kicked.
And I believe that was intended to hit a guy.
Yeah.
And it almost did.
Yeah, almost did, but South Columbus takes over. 89 yards away from a score. Their first possession of the second half. And see what the approach is here in the second half and see if the game plan has changed any.
So that one went all the way. That one rolled all the way down to the 11.
Yep.
So that wasn't all that bad.
No, that's about as good as you can expect with the ball on the 40. Danny White.
That's what I was thinking, the Danny White option.
Yep.
So here we go. South Columbus, their first time in the third quarter. They have the ball on their own 11. Hammond sends
looks like McGill
in motion, and not much on that one. Good for 2. Be 2nd and 8 on the 13-yard line as time runs down to about 9 minutes and 15 seconds here left in the third quarter.
22-20, South Columbus lead.
Samuel Dixon comes out. So we've got 2nd and 7 here. Hammond under center, takes the snap, hands that one to Daniels, and there's just not much there either. Be good for 2 more. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So let's see what South Columbus. Dixon comes back in on this play. Hammonds has them huddled up, looks for, look at he spreads them out, looks over the defense. Takes the snap, hands that one off to Daniels.
Yeah, way too much penetration
there. They're in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of, that'll be a loss of 2 on the play. He's going to be lose 3 on the play. So 4th and 8 here. South Columbus way back in their own territory. Samuel Dixon sets up to punt, and number 6, Charles Walters, is awaiting that punt on the 45-yard line of South Columbus. Dixon calls for the snap. Yep, there it is. Good snap. And end over end.
Yeah, it looked like something odd happened there.
I know.
It came off his foot funny or
that's
something.
That's the second one on the, well.
Yeah, we saw one earlier
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was St. Paul's or them, but one didn't come off quite right. So St. Paul's is going to come up with good field position as they're going to take over on the 43-yard line of South Columbus with a fresh set of downs. And there's 7 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. South leads 22-20. So we're switching sides out here. And you know, when Whiteville and St. Paul's played, that one was at St. Paul's, and that one was a 4-point, 24-20 Whiteville win. And we've got the ball is loose.
Looks like South Columbus has it.
So number 21 Billinger caught it and took it down, but the ball comes out, and South Columbus is able to fall on it, and they're going to take over on their own 36-yard line. So a big turnover there and good stoppage there for South Columbus as they will try their second round here. Got a score here. It is now 22-21, South Robinson over West Columbus.
Wow,
So
what a good game down there.
Another one going on. Hammond on the scramble, gets it off, connects with Dixon. Dixon has it on the 43 and has it up to the 46.
Good play by Hammond keeping the ball alive there.
Yeah, they had him wrapped up, but he is able to squeeze away and get the pass off. Appreciate Sherman and Jeff Axelberg keeping us up to date on the West Columbus South Robinson game tonight. And there's 4 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the third quarter there. Okay. So first down and 10 on the 47.
Yeah, sweet Dixon, check that Frank right end, and got a little too much penetration there. Could not get up the field.
But he will get 4, and that'll bring up 2nd and 6 with 6 minutes and 44 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Because you know what my football coach used to say, 4 times 4 is at least 10.
That's right.
He was not a math.
As long as the chains move. All right. Hammond will stay in the option. And he hands it. No, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left. It's going to be a long one. And it's Frank. And Frank's got it on the 15. Frank's loose. Touchdown, South Columbus. 6 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. South Columbus goes up 28-20 over St. Paul's on a 49-yard pass play from Quinlan Hammond to Reggie Frank. Frank is dangerous.
Yes, he is.
Frank caught the ball on the 15 and broke a tackle, and it was all over from there. Handoff to Daniels.
No problem.
And Daniels goes straight in. 30-20. 6 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. South back up by 10. So another big play. We have seen some big plays tonight. And there was a 49-yard pass play. So here we go as offenses and defenses come off and special teams go back out. Have no idea what we will see Based on probability, I would say we see an onside kick, but I don't know if they feel they've wore that option out yet tonight or not. So we're going to throw out the predictability and all of that. It's going to be all based on whatever you think. So here we go. Dixon gets the ball set up on the tee. Gets ready to spread everybody out right and left. St. Paul's is ready. Number 25, Crawford, and number 6, Walters, back deep to receive. Dixon's got them set. And he will kick this one away, and that one will be by Crawford on the 22, or the 17, and he gets past one, cuts it back up to the middle, and gets all the way to the 31 before he is tackled. So that'll be a 14-yard run back there, and St. Paul's will take over on their own 31-yard line with 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. St. Paul's trails South Columbus by a score of 30-20. So here we go. As St. Paul's offense is out on the field, Livingston will go back in the gun. Awaits the snap. Looks over to coach to get the final play. McMillan set up directly to his left. And he will take the snap, drops back, looking to throw, and he's going to be pressured. He goes to his right. They've got him in there, and down he goes. That'll be a sack by South Columbus as they're able to bring McMillan down on the 28-yard line. So that'll be a good for a 3-yard loss, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 13. So Livingston looking to get this next play in as his men get set up on the line. South Columbus ready and awaits the play. Livingston will stay in the option. Has McMillan to his right. Comes up to the center, looks over the defense, comes back, takes the snap, and he's going to throw again, and now he'll be pressured back to his right. Still pressured, and he will get around the first set, but then he will go out of bounds at about the 29, so he'll get 2 of those back. But it'll be, let's see if that's the 29. Yeah, so he's going out the 29, and it'll be 3rd down and 11 here. So 2 pass plays, 2 good pressures by South Columbus, both forcing Livingston out of bounds before he can really get anything started. We're down to 5 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the third quarter. South Columbus leads 30-20. So Livingston has the play, steps up to the center to make sure everybody's set, drops back, he's going to pass, looks, here comes South on a rush, big play down the sideline, and that one will be incomplete. Broken up there by number, let's see if that's a 6 or an 8 before I tell you that. That's number 6. Jeffrey Daniels is there to break that one up, and that was intended for number 21, Tim Billinger, but I think we've got orange on the field. But it's back at the line of scrimmage. This one may be holding where it's laying at. Waiting for the officials to. All right, so St. Paul's is called for holding on that one, and that one will be declined by South Columbus, and that's going to bring up 4th and 12 here from the 29-yard line. Livingston back like he may punt, but once again, that's just an option. High snap, but the ball is down. And that's going to be a high kick.
Everybody's head and goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be 36-yard line of South Columbus. So they're in business again. Ahead 30-20.
Well, with St. Paul's and all their trickery tonight, you almost can't afford to put a guy back.
48-14, Whiteville over Fairmont, late third quarter.
South Columbus will take over on their own 35, have a fresh set of downs, 4 minutes and 48 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. They lead 30-20 over St. Paul's. Frink goes in motion, but the handoff goes up the middle to Daniels, and that one will be good for 4. So South Columbus has the ball 2nd and 6 on their own 39. Dixon goes out. Souls goes in. Hammond gets the rest of the play in before he sends everybody back to the line. St. Paul's is ready. Hammond will stay in the gun with Daniels and Frink. That'll be handed off to Frink on a fake, and Frink, and that's going to be real close to first down. I believe that one should be good, depending on, we'll see where he lays that ball at. That should be good for first down. And it is. Official signal first down, and at 4 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the third quarter, South Columbus has the ball, and they lead 30-20. So here comes Dixon back in. Hammond finishes up the play. And Dixon will go take his spot on the line as the huddle disperses, and here we go. Hammond stays back in the option. Hand off to Frink and a sweep. Frink goes to the left, still on his feet, and will go down at about the 48-yard line. That was real close to a face mask. And that one's going to be good for 7, and that'll be 2nd and 3 here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. South has the ball, moving the ball, leading by 10. Hammond looks like he'll stay in the option as Daniels sets up there. Daniels will not get it. Frink gets it. Frink again on a sweep to the 45, and he will be stopped at about the 44. Good stop there by number 25, Javon Crawford, because if Crawford had not been there to put the block on, Frink may have probably went on for another 10 or 20. So first down, South Columbus. 2 minutes and 58 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. South has moved the ball all the way to the 44-yard line of St. Paul's, and it's 1st and 10. So we will probably, looks like South's going to ground it out as they go on a two-back set, and that one's going to Cephas McGill. McGill cuts it back right to the left, and the ball's down, and it's picked up by number 1, and he's to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. One tackle to beat. And here comes Worley for some help, and I believe Reed Worley will bring him down. Xavier Downing picks up the fumble by Cephas McGill and takes it all the way down to the, see the official spot, to the 13-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10, St. Paul's on South Columbus's 13 with 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. St. Paul's trails 30-20. So let's see what St. Paul's dials up here. Turnovers have been a big story in this game tonight. So Livingston looks over to the sideline to get. He'll be joined in the backfield by Walters and McMillan. There's the snap. Handoff to McMillan. McMillan's going to go left side and sweeps the corner, and that one's good for 6. 13-yard touchdown run by number 34, Damian McMillan, and it is now 30-26 here at Civitan Stadium. So big turnover, and that one play later results in 6. So South Columbus or St. Paul's will probably set up here for the 2-point conversion. And still got Livingston looking to the sideline, and everybody's making sure they're in their right spot, and they've got the play straight, trying to cut this lead to 2 here. Livingston will stay in the option with McMillan and Walters. Walters is going to go in a route to the right. He will catch it, and it will be good. Nope, he will not be. I take that back. He was short. He wasn't able to stretch it across. So 30-26, 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. St. Paul's getting ready to kick off to South Columbus once we can switch out to special teams. So turnovers. You can't have them, especially in a game this tight.
Yep, tight games always almost always decided on who wins the turnover battle. So South Columbus got some more work to do here. Opened up a little bit of a lead, and St. Paul's came right back.
St. Paul's will not go away. They keep knocking on that door. So,
and that's no surprise because we know Trey Sasser. We know that his history, and he was in Columbus County for a while. Good coach, motivating coach. So here we go, onside kick number 4. Let's see.
There's always that possibility.
That's more of a squib kick, and that's falling on it. There is probably the best thing you can do at that point. I believe that was Harrison Prince.
So here we go. South Columbus is going to take over with 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. They lead by 4, and they have the ball on their own 35-yard line. And we will probably see some more grinding out on the ground game, I would think, but maybe not. Hammond may be ready to pass some, and so Hammond takes the snap, and wrong again. Goes out to pass, throws it over the middle, and just a little bit short to Samuel Dixon as number 1 Xavier Downing for St. Paul's was coming on, trying to intercept, but it will hit the ground before anybody can get it, and that'll be 2nd and 10. So, here we go with 2 minutes and 29 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. South has the ball, and they lead by 4, 30-26. We've got the guys for South Columbus spreading the field. Quinlan Hammond will go back up under center with Deshaun Daniels in the back. That one will be handed to Samuel Dixon. And Dixon will, let's see where Dixon will get to. Basically to the line of scrimmage, looks like.
The handoff goes to number 32, Deshaun Daniels. Making the stop, number 22, Rodney Walker.
And that'll be 3rd and 10. So South hasn't in neither time been able incomplete pass and a run for no yards. See what they can dial up here with 3rd and 10. And comes back to the line of scrimmage. Hammond's going to stay up under center. Daniels in the back. Frank goes in motion. And there we go. I think we've got too many people moving as Hammond airs it out, and it's intercepted by Walters on the 40. He's back to there's another flag. He cuts it back to the 35, to the 30. He's going all the way back to the other side of the field. And I believe he's going to go. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh, my goodness. So Walters on this side of the field ran, and I say lateral, I'm not kidding, I mean laterally to the other side of the field and straight out of bounds. But with 2 flags down, I really don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure this one's coming back. We got an illegal procedure against the Stallions. That one's declined. Got an illegal block against St. Paul's.
And the interception will stand. It'll be St. Paul's Bulldogs ball.
All right, so the interception will be good, but the illegal block brings it back to the 50, and then it'll take it back to the 40 from there. So St. Paul's will have possession, and they will start on their own 40-yard line. With 1 minute and 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter, they have 1st and 10. So here we go. We've got this last little bit. We've had to switch sides in and out from special teams to offense to defense. And Livingston now gets ready, takes the snap, hands off to Walters. Walters sweeps it to the right, cuts it upfield, and gets out to the 46-yard line. So that'll be good for 6 yards on 1st down. And it'll be 2nd and 4 here with 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. South Columbus 30, St. Paul's 26. So, boy, you could write a book on what you've seen tonight.
Yeah, it's been a lot of good football and a lot of football you wish you could have back.
That one be handed off to McMillan. McMillan is going the wrong way.
Swallowed up.
But he may make – nope. Got back too close to the original line of scrimmage.
I think that's a good example of an adjustment made at halftime. You at first half, that outside was open. Now this time you've got the corner and this outside linebacker coming up field more aggressively to turn everything back inside. So
it's going to be 3rd down and 4. St. Paul's has the ball on their. So they're going to have the ball. It's basically going to be 3rd and 6 here as they have the. St. Paul's has the ball on their own 44, and I believe they're going to let the clock run out. So right now, we have 3 quarters officially in the books here at Civitan Stadium. South Columbus 30, St. Paul's 26, and it's been an evenly matched good game so far for 3 quarters.
And for those of you watching at home, we do apologize. We're having trouble with our main camera up top, and we've been trying to white balance it. Sorry for making anybody dizzy.
So here we go. Almost time to start out the 4th quarter. Vaughnville walks toward the sideline. He's been talking to his men, and St. Paul's coach over there finishing his talk. We're getting ready to start this one back up here. 12 minutes left, 4-point ball game. This one is still anybody's game. St. Paul's trying to take the lead for the first time since 6-0 they had back in the first quarter. But that is a defense of South Columbus that has really tightened up, and they are not giving up many yards whatsoever. So here we go. Officials are getting ready to go. And here we go. This one's getting ready to start the 4th quarter. This is 89.9 FM, WZCO, Chadburn Radio. And this is on internet at www.wzco.org.
You got Trips right here, split left.
And off to McMillan.
Now he keeps it.
And nowhere.
Nope. Good job by the South Columbus defense there.
And that's going to bring up 4th and 5 with 11 minutes and 45 seconds here left in the 4th quarter. Big decision time again for St. Paul's. Their side of the field, 5 yards they need, and they trail by 4. And when your quarterback is also the punter, you never quite know what's going to happen.
I think they're going to punt it here.
They're getting into that form, but that's where he was the last time that he.
We've given up guessing what they're going to do. So
rolled up about 40 yards. But they don't really have anybody spread out. So this one looks like it could be a punt. Frank is dropping back. And I believe we're going to get a timeout.
St. Paul's.
So Reggie Frank is back there, and that's if you are St. Paul's, that is a scary place to be. Punting to Reggie Frank back there by himself. So timeout. 11 minutes and 9 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. South Columbus 30. St. Paul's 26. And it's 4th and 5. St. Paul's looks like they might be getting ready to punt the ball, but as we've learned tonight with St. Paul's, there is no sure thing. So here comes the teams back out on the field. And we will await to see how this one shakes out here. So Livingston waits the snap, takes the snap, it's low, but he gets it off, and he will kick end over end, and he will angle that one toward the out of bound. And that'll be down at the to about the 20, right about the 28-yard line.
And we have a quick winner. Congratulate Mr. Will Sellers.
So South Columbus will take over with 11 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the 4th quarter. They take over on their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10. So here we go. Breaks the huddle. Sends the men out left to right. Hammond up under center, two-back set. Hands that one off to Daniels. Daniels ball is loose. The ball is out, and St. Paul's has it. Another turnover. And this one's going to be turned over on the 34-yard line, and St. Paul's will take over there with 10 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. St. Paul's will have it on the 34-yard line of South Columbus. So Livingston will stay in the gun, but I believe South Columbus is going to take a timeout. So South Columbus is going to take a timeout to think about this one, as they've put the ball on the ground a couple of times here in the last little bit. And that's just what we said a minute ago. Turnovers, they will end you. And this one is a lot closer to the goal line with 10 minutes and 53 seconds. South has the lead, but St. Paul's is knocking on the door of trying to take that lead for the first time since the first quarter. So Coach Fonville trying to get the defense situated so they can hold St. Paul's to no score and try to get the ball back or try to create a turnover of their own. So St. Paul's back out, ready to run the offense. Here comes South Columbus back out. Livingston is still set up in the option, and he still has McMillan on his left, and he has Walters on his right. So he awaits the snap. There it is, handoff to Walters. Walters goes left side, tries to turn the corner, and will get up to about the 29. So that one will be good for 5, and it'll be 2nd down and 5 for St. Paul's, as they have 10 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and the ball on the 29-yard line of South Columbus. So Livingston gets the play, and he is coming back in as he gets everybody situated.
Big series here.
Yeah, this is a make it or break it time. Fakes the handoff to Walters, keeps it, goes up the middle.
That's not going to happen.
And there's nothing there.
That is not going to work.
3rd and 5. Ball still on the 29-yard line. Clock's running at 10 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So we will. Here comes number 82, McCollum, and number 9, Hunt for St. Paul's to the far right side, and number 21, Billinger on the far left. Livingston looks to the side, gets the final call. McMillan to his right, Walters to his left. We will await the snap. 3rd and 5. Walters goes in motion, snap back, quick pass out to Billinger, and Billinger
going to get the first down.
Is all the way up to the, let's see where they officially spotted at, looks to be about the 22, 23, and that'll be good for a first. So 1st down and 10. St. Paul's has the ball. So St. Paul's has the ball on South Columbus's 21. 9 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. St. Paul's is trying to score. Handoff, sweep to number 6, Walters. Walters cuts it up the middle and will get it down to about the 19. So that one will be good for 2, and that'll be 2nd down and 8. They keep working their way toward that goal line. All right, 2nd down and 8 yards to go. St. Paul's has the ball, and it is on the 19-yard line of South Columbus. South Columbus set on defense. Livingston drops back to pass, is looking for 21. The ball is up, and it will be through the hands of Billinger, as Samuel Dixon was there on the play to put the pressure on Billinger. 3rd and 8. Ball's on the 19-yard line. St. Paul's is getting the play from the sideline. And I believe they're going to call a timeout and talk this one over. They're to a point in the game they've got to put points on the board. They're 19 yards from the end zone. They're 8 yards away from a first down. Easy 2-down territory, but you've got to come away. You've got to come away with 6 down here. You can get 6 and an extra point, you're a field goal apart. If you can get 6 in the 2-point, you're a full score apart. So it's big time to get 8 points on this trip if you're St. Paul's. If you're South Columbus, you've got to kick up the defense. You've got 2 plays to make sure they don't go 8 yards, and then you can take the ball out and grind some clock out. So we will see what happens here. St. Paul's on their sideline and South Columbus on their sideline. These next couple plays may determine the final outcome of this game. So here we go. Timeout is coming to an end. South Columbus back out on the field. Here comes St. Paul's. And it'll be 3rd and 8. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. South Columbus 30, St. Paul's 26. Livingston talking over the line to get some last-minute details in. He's got McMillan to his left. Walters and Billinger's out to his left. Looks back throw. He's going to run it up the middle, runs into his own player, bounces off, goes to his left, and tries to turn the corner and gets quite a ways down. He's going to make it up to the 15 before they push him out. So he gets half of them there. And that's going to be 4th and 4. So big 4th down here. South Columbus got to dial up something to hold St. Paul's to under 4 yards. St. Paul's has to get something. They've got to get at least 4 here. They can't.
And you got to play tight man here, too, because they've hit the slant several times for 6, 7, 8 yards.
There was a snap. Livingston drops back. He's going to be forced to roll. He's got to roll to his right. 3 men on him. Looks over the middle and
incomplete.
Skips it to number 82, Randy Ward. Or I'm sorry, McCollum, and it is incomplete. So big turnover, but South Columbus defense holds tight, and they will take over on their own 15-yard line with 8 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. They hold on to a 4-point lead.
And you're looking here to keep the football, control the football, which is going to mean trying to do some 3x4, 4x3 sort of things where you're getting your first down and basically burning the clock.
You cannot put the ball on the ground where you're at right now.
Nope.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Hammonds pitches it to Daniels. Daniels, big hole, and guts up through that hole and all the way to the 25-yard line.
And the handoff goes to number 32.
So he gets 10 yards on that one, and that'll move the chains. So that's what you need.
26-yard line, where it's a first down.
So moving the chains up, and time is still a-running as we're down to 8 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. South has the ball and the lead. Hammond fakes the pitch, hands instead to, I think that's McGill.
Looks like McGill there.
And McGill will get.
Check that as Daniels.
Okay, so Daniels got it, and that one was good for 6 on the play, and that'll take it up to the 32-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 4 as the clock. Yards are being added, and the clock is running, so that's a good combination for South Columbus. That's what they need. That's what they need here to try to get through this last 8 minutes of play. So 2nd and 4, Hammond under center. Pitches it to number 6, Jeffrey Daniels. Or is that Frank? It might have been Frank.
That's Frank.
And Frank is going to go all the way up to the 44.
And the handoff goes to number 5.
And that's good for a first down. That's a 12-yard gain on the play. And that'll keep the clock going and the yard markers moving.
Want to remind everybody listening, the North Carolina Yam Festival is tomorrow. Downtown Tabor City. You ought to come out, and great food, lots of fun. Got an art show there at the Tabor City Baptist Church we've been working on this week, and a big band competition out here that we're going to broadcast live on the internet. So, jet sweep. Oh, no, that was the fake jet sweep and just a straight handoff.
Yeah, we competed for our second year in the Yam Festival Cook-Off, and the kids took 3 first-place medals, 3 second or ribbons, and then took best overall show. So that was something they didn't have last year and had this year. So it was a really good year for the kids out there at CCCA.
Once again, every time I've had something the students have made in culinary, it's like the best thing I've ever had.
We enjoy Thursdays. So here we go. Ball is on the 50-yard line. South Columbus has 2nd and 4. Handoff up the middle to Daniels, and Daniels is loose. One man to beat him. Tries to strip him, and they do. They take it loose from him, and it's picked up. They didn't go for the tackle. They went for the strip, and he hit the ball perfectly. And that would try to get a number. I cannot get a number. It was 20-something. Not sure who. It was one of the 20s that came up with. Might have been. I want to say it was 23. Daquan Blue. And St. Paul's is still alive. They will take over on their own 18, I think, 17.
Whiteville 61, Fairmont 21.
Wow. So 1st and 10 on the 17.
It's 30-26. 6 minutes left to go. Here you go. Here's your defense asking them to step up.
And Livingston keeps that himself.
And
nowhere to go.
Yeah, that play is not going to. You can run it 30 times in the same result. I mean, tackle to tackle, South Columbus has been solid all night. So I think St. Paul's is going to have to throw the football to have a chance to move this down the field. And here we are now with just 2 downs to do it.
So 2nd and 10, under 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. And we got an official timeout right now. You know, in all honesty, I've lost track of how many turnovers South Columbus has, but they've got to consider themselves blessed right now that they're not getting beat.
But we mentioned it a little bit before. It's approaching 45 degrees now, and that football gets so hard. It gets so hard at this temperature, and it is a completely different thing to hang on to it at this temperature. So trips right, split left, and here we're going to have a pass over here to the split end, and he's going to lunge for the first down. That's a good effort there. The chains are going to move. 30-26, South Columbus with the lead. St. Paul's with the football and driving with 5:29 left to go here in the football game.
Tim Billinger's been a busy man tonight on the pass, and they're up to the 28-yard line. Maybe just the 27. So 1st and 10 here on the 27. Livingston stays in the option, takes the snap, hands it off to Walters. Walters goes left side, and flag is down.
Flag on the play.
And really nowhere to. Only 3 yards before the flag. We'll see what happens here. And it looks to be against the Bulldogs. So let's see here.
That's big. Holding on St. Paul's. So that's going to back them up. And more importantly, it's going to give them 20 yards to get a first down.
So 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 20, and that's going to put the ball back to, let's see where they put the final spot at. Looks to be about the 19-yard line. So here we go. First and long here on the 19-yard line. And St. Paul's gets set. Still has the 2 backs. Livingston will await the snap, takes it, drops back to throw, and that one's going out to, that goes out to 25, Crawford, but there's not much gain on that one.
Yeah, Wade Floyd all over him.
That was good for 5, but that's going to bring up 2nd and 15. So we will see here. Time is starting to become a factor with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. St. Paul's has the ball on their own 24, but they trail South Columbus by a score of 30-26. And we're at a 2nd and 15 here. Livingston making sure everybody knows the play as he brings number 22 in a little bit closer. Takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw. Got some time, and now he's on the run. And he will throw it down the sideline, and it will be caught by number 25, Javon Crawford, and that one's going to take it all the way up to the 44-yard line. So that's a 20-yard gain on that pass play, and that'll
first down.
Move the chains as we're under 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. St. Paul's not in a lot of hurry. So we will, South Columbus gets set on defense. St. Paul's is ready on offense. Livingston takes the snap, and he's going to run to his left, and there's nowhere there. That really
they might as well lock it, load it, and throw it down the field because you're not going to run between the tackles on the Stallions.
No, 2nd and 10.
Livingston is slow getting up.
So time's still ticking, 3 minutes and 15 seconds here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10, 30-26, South Columbus leads. But St. Paul has the ball on their own 44-yard line, looking to try to put 6 on the board. So here we go, Livingston back in the option. Takes the snap, drops back, throws it over the middle. That one's going deep to 21 Billings, and that one will be tackled by Frank and Dixon. Not before Billinger can get down to about the 18-yard line. So they're moving the chains, getting the spot. No, the 13. So big pass play there. There's another one of those ones for 40+.
Yep.
So Stallions defense, 2 minutes and 20-some seconds left, have to step it up. 1st and 10 on the 13. St. Paul's has it on the Stallions 13. Snap, pitch to Walters. Walters goes right side, and he gets up to about the 7. And that one's going to be good for at least 6. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Time is ticking. Let's see where they get it to. So, yeah, second and 5 here.
That's from the 7.
Time still rolling. Minute and 43 seconds left. St. Paul's is no hurry. Flips
Quick
out.
Pitch.
And will he be brought in the backfield? No, he breaks the tackle, and he is
Touchdown.
In for the score. For the first time since the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs have taken the lead 32-30 over South Columbus with 1 minute and 32 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. And it's taken a little while, but the Bulldogs has finally been able to score on a South Columbus turnover. And let's see what, if you can go for, if this is missed, or I think they're going for 2, we may get to see that field goal yet.
May get to see the attempt, and I think here you go for 2. Definitely. There's
You have to.
timeout because this is –
A 1 point don't do you any.
Yeah, 2 points changes what the Stallions have to do completely. You wake up. You wake up. This is a good game.
This is good,
but yeah,
been a long week.
A 4-point lead means that Stallions have to score a touchdown, obviously, and that's a lot more difficult to do.
Yeah, I mean, because you're going the whole length of the field compared to – and I don't – we've never really seen Samuel Dixon kick a field goal. I honestly don't know what his range truly is.
Got a score for you. Richmond County 55, Lumberton 6, dropping the Pirates to 0-9.
Wow. Did the Whiteville game come to an end?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So Whiteville will stay undefeated in the conference. So here we go, 2-point conversion, 1 minute 32 seconds remaining here.
Big play,
in
big
the
play,
game.
big play.
So we'll see what happens. Takes the snap, pitches it to Walters. Walters is going to throw a
in the end
pass,
zone.
and it's good because there
It
wasn't
is
a
good.
soul there.
That's a good call.
Number 21, Tim Billinger, had nobody around him, and it is now 34-30. The Stallions have 92 seconds to put that ball in the end zone and win this game.
Hey, just got a tweet here that I'm monitoring. Brad Crawford over at CarolinaPreps.com is checking the game out. Brad, we appreciate you watching. Sorry we had some technical glitches tonight, but appreciate you checking in, and we agree this has been one incredible game. So here we go. Game set now. You've got 34. South Columbus 30. St. Paul's leading 34-30, a minute 32. So what you have to do in this situation is pretty obvious. Hopefully you get good field position. And I don't think we're going to see at least an attempted short kick.
Well, that's
by
what I was
St. Paul's,
thinking.
but, you've got Reggie Frank you got to watch out for. You've got some speed. You got Sammy Dixon up there on that second line. So a big return here could really help the Stallions.
So let's see where he kicks it to, and I
That's
will
short,
be.
Yep. And
He went to Reed Worley.
yep, so 63 yards away for the Stallions to win this football game. And Rod, we've watched. I think this is our third game announcing for South Columbus. You have Hammond, who's an accurate quarterback. You have Dixon. You have Frank. You have Daniels. You've got tools.
You do. A minute and a half is not – that's not asking him to do too much. Not giving them the ball on their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, you need one play. That's all you need here.
So let's see. Hammond drops back. He's going to throw to Dixon off the front, and Dixon's already –
in the open field.
and
Needs to get out
there
of
he
bounds.
goes.
He's
There he
down the
goes.
sidelines.
There he goes. There he goes.
He's out of bounds. Big play. Sammy Dixon down to the 36-yard line of St. Paul's. And we know no sooner said it than it happened. You get the ball out to your playmakers, you let them make a play.
So that was 28-yard gain right there on the first. And that took off, 2 seconds?
Yep.
So, yeah, you've got the weapons. I don't personally understand. I don't really understand St. Paul's choice there to kick short in that play.
Here's Hammond back to pass.
And just a little high.
A little high there.
Daniels tried to pull it down, but just a little above his head.
Yeah, 30-34, South Columbus trailing. Minute 23.
So here we go. Ball is on the 35-yard line of St. Paul's. So 35 yards separating them. Minute 23 seconds left. Let's see what South Columbus Hammonds will stay in the option. Daniels sets up directly to his right. And that one's going to be
inside to Frank.
Frank, and St. Paul's is ready for that one.
A little counterplay inside to Frank, and he is stopped after a short gain. Clock is running. You got to get up there. You got to clock it. You got to do some. Well, it's third down.
Yeah, you don't. I don't know if you want to clock it here.
No, you got to have this play.
It's 3rd and 8 on the 33.
And Stallions are on this left hash. I'd clear out and see what Frank can do here. He goes over into a trips. Here's Hammond. Hammond's got plenty of time.
And that
throws it underneath.
Short of the first down, but it's close.
Yeah, that's Frank's short gain, and
that was going to be down to the 29.
Yeah, I don't think we can underscore the importance of this play now. 4th, and we're going to call it 4.
Yep.
And 44.5 seconds left. 34-30, St. Paul's with the lead. And what do you dial up here, Rod?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I would be tempted to send one deep because they're expecting you to pick up the first down. But I would send one man on a go route straight for the end zone. And if he had the steps, I'd send it his way.
I think if the ball was on the left hash back, I'd let Hammond roll left hash back. Left hash. I'd let Hammond roll out to his throwing side and let him make a choice on what he wants to do, throw it underneath. But the ball being on the short side, I don't know how effective that would be.
44.5 seconds. The biggest play of the game. 4th and 4. The ball's on the 29-yard line. South Columbus.
And here it is. All the marbles.
4 yards at least to keep this game still going.
Frank in motion.
It's a reverse to Dixon. And Dixon thought about, or Frank, he thought about throwing it. Is he going to turn it?
Got to get the first down.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
I don't know. It's right on the 25. It might have. Depends where the spot's going to be.
A lot of it depends on the spot.
Ooh, that's close.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line. Official timeout for measurement.
St. Paul's thinks they've got it, but they've got to measure that one. We were waiting to see. St. Paul's is celebrating, but they have got to measure this one. If that nose of that football touches that chain, then it is first down. It all comes down to this spot. So here we go. Let's see what we got. And he did not get it. He's going to be about a half yard short. And St. Paul's 33.5 seconds will take over, and they will run this one out. So we are, I think this one's just a technicality.
It's a kneel down. And it's only one kneel down, too. So, hate it for the Stallions. Big win for St. Paul's. And, Stallions played well enough to win. It's those turnovers.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't turn the ball that. You said it, and it's true. You cannot turn the ball over that many times and win.
And there is the kneel down.
So
this one's in the books.
This one is.
Well, yep. They may have to run one more.
Yeah, just a matter of now it's just a technicality. The clock's down under 20 seconds. This one will end 34-30 here at Civitan Stadium. St. Paul's will come away with a victory as we're down to the final 10 seconds. Down to 5 and 2, 1, and it's over.
That's it. Rod, good game tonight. We wanted an exciting game, and we got an exciting game.
We did.
I think, unfortunately for us, we would love to have seen the Stallions win in the grand scheme of things. We're not talking about conference. We're talking about playoffs. This is probably not going to affect where South Columbus is going to be headed for the playoffs, assuming that they win, I think, against Fairmont. So, hey, it was a good game. It was an exciting game. And, I just feel bad for the Stallions. I mean, I think when a team plays well enough to win, you want them to win. But at the end of the day, a lot of times it's about which team takes advantage of the opportunities that are kind of afforded to them or thrust upon them in this case. And St. Paul's did it tonight. Hats off to them. Big win for them, and they are now tied with South Columbus for second place in the conference. So, well, great game. Hey, folks, come on out tomorrow for the North County Yam Festival, or you can come on down here. And one thing we're doing at South Columbus High School tomorrow is the band competition. And lots of stuff going on in Tabor. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Rod and I are going to run. We've got some highlights to put together for the local news folks. And take a look on Channel 3, Channel 6 tonight, and you'll get to see some of the highlights. And we will be over at East Columbus next week to watch St. Paul's. And I'm just going to give them a heads up. They better work on the onside kick over there at East Columbus because that was big for them tonight.
That was big.
All right, so final score here, St. Paul's 34, South Columbus High School 30. And this is WZCO on behalf of Rod and all the great students here at CCCA working with us tonight and also assisting us from Southeastern. Hope you guys have a great night, and we're going to turn you back over to our regular program. Got some 50s music for you.
All right.
Guys, have a great night.